Baseball's top all-star vote-getter, Shohei Ohtani, treated us to yet another milestone before the break. After launching an Oppo Taco rocket for homer number 299 in a Dodgers win earlier this week, Shohei Ohtani hit career home run number 300 on Tuesday night.
2-0, swung on, drilled deep to center field. It is back, it is gone! Home run number 300 for Shohei Ohtani. Oh, he mashed a milestone in his first at-bat, a show that never ends.
Ohtani becomes the first Japanese-born member of the 300 homer club, but the hitting is only half the show. On the mound, this two-way titan is completely crushing it, a frontrunner in the NL Cy Young race with a microscopic ERA under 2. So he's pitched and hit the Dodgers to a double-digit lead in the West. A 4-time MVP firmly on his way to a high 5, Ohtani isn't just rewriting history, he's kind of making it look easy.
Still on the mend.
Yeah, and that's been one of the things that Gasser's done a decent job of, is eating some things at times. He had that short start in Pittsburgh, of course, but worked into the 8th inning against St. Louis before the All-Star break, got 5 innings out of him in his first start coming out of the break. So hopefully they can get a little length out of him here today. There's a lot of baseball coming up for the Brewers. They had that off day Thursday. They have another one coming up the next Thursday. Then there's a long stretch in August where they're going to have to manage this bullpen wisely.
The Brewers, can they figure out Ryan Feltner today? They haven't seemed to do that in their first 6 starts against them.
And there's a lot of stats about Feltner against the Brewers that are kind of amazing when you look at his overall career. I think the most amazing one to me is he's never given up a home run to the Brewers in 6 previous starts. I mean, think how many of those happened at Coors Field. It's really incredible. He got tagged for 8 runs and 3 home runs in his last start against the Reds.
That was just 2 1/3 innings against Cincinnati. 71 pitches taken out in the 3rd inning. That's our key to the game. They're brought to you by Toyota. Visit your local Wisconsin Toyota dealer and check out Toyota's incredible lineup, like the Tacoma, Camry, and the all-new RAV4. Toyota, let's go places. Brewers manager Pat Murphy joins the program when we come back on the Brewers Radio Network.
Most things people do could be done more safely. Sometimes it's common sense. Sometimes it's innovating a better way. But it's always about minimizing risk. For this purpose, West Bend is willing to come check out your business and help minimize your risks. It's precisely because of thinking like this that West Bend has been keeping businesses and employees safe for over 125 years. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com. West Bend. The worst brings out our best.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Update your living spaces with new flooring. Mohawk laminate floors are durable, waterproof, and easy to install, making them perfect for active households. Enjoy the look and feel of wood flooring with Mohawk Perfect Seal Solutions laminate flooring. On sale now through July 26th. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Rev up your rewards at the pump with the Club Citgo app. Join today and enter for the chance to win big with members-only sweepstakes, plus everyday savings that stack automatically. Start with 20 cents off per gallon on your first fill-up and save 25 cents per gallon on your first 4 purchases with Plus Pay. Hit Premier status and unlock even more. So what are you waiting for? Download the Club Citgo app today and you're good to go. Savings good up to 30 gallons only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
The On Deck Show, built by Menards, continues, and today's manager interview is brought to you by Concordia University, Wisconsin. Concordia University, Wisconsin offers faith-centered programs in nursing, pharmacy, occupational therapy, physical therapy, and more, helping meet the growing needs of our communities. Learn more at cuw.edu. Concordia University, live uncommon. On Deck Show, built by Menards, continues getting set for game number 2 of this 3-game series between the Brewers and the Colorado Rockies. Jeff Levering joined by Brewers manager Pat Murphy. And Murph, just talk some philosophy here for a moment, some hitting philosophy. It's harder than ever to hit a baseball these days. And I was watching the clubhouse. They've got a replay of Houston and Atlanta from 20 years ago, watching Jeff Kent, because it's Hall of Fame weekend and Andrew Jones are playing against each other. They're both going into the Hall of Fame this weekend. But even just watching the pitching that those guys were seeing 20 years ago is so different than the pitching that these guys get to see each and every day. How hard is it for the modern hitter to stay mentally involved in what they're doing when it's so hard to do their job?
Well, it's no question. It's one of the hardest things we can do in sport. Is hit a baseball coming from 60 feet, or really coming from 50-some feet away, with all sorts of different movements and properties. And when I look back then, the pitching wasn't as fast. It wasn't as much movement, but there was other factors involved that made hitting tough back then too. So I think we all just move with the ages, and you really can't compare. But you can compare the mental toughness. And I think that's where, the game will grow in the coming years, the mental toughness that it takes to be a hitter.
For guys that are, again, these are the best hitters in the entire world that are doing this. And for somebody who goes in the middle of a funk, a 1 for 20, whatever it may be, the adjustments that these hitters have to make is so minuscule. And these hitting coaches that wear every single at-bat with them, with these players, there's a mental grind to what these hitting coaches and what these hitters are trying to do just to get better on every pitch.
No doubt. And again, that's where it comes back to that mental toughness. And you build that up when things are going good, or when you're in the off season, you build that up. And then the critical point is when the results stop coming, how do you maintain it? How much do you believe in it? It's very difficult. Very, very difficult. And that's the mental gymnastics that you go through as a coach and as a player, but you have to stay the course.
How much are these coaches day to day more just trying to be a mental coach than they are, hey, listen, have your bat path be here, have your stride be here? What's the ratio?
Yeah, I think it's a lot more mental than it is physical. It's easy to go to the physical and work on something. It's kind of an easier project. But really, it comes down to, maintaining confidence, maintaining conviction, maintaining clarity. If you can maintain those things, you got a shot to hit.
Take a quick break. More with Murph in just a moment on the Brewers Radio Network.
It was always said about Milwaukee Brewer legend Jim Gantner that he played the game the right way.
God gave me the talent to play baseball, but it's up to me what I want to do with it.
It's just such an exciting partnership for us at Big Fish Contracting. I'm thinking there's a chance if you sign up with us, Jim Gantner may be dropping off a tube of caulk at your house.
Shingles, whatever.
See how Big Fish Contracting is renovating homes and redeeming an industry at bigfishcontracting.com.
In healthcare, change is constant. Fifth Third Bank helps organizations navigate that change with local expertise and comprehensive financial solutions. From capital structure optimization to revenue cycle support and commercial payment tools, Fifth Third empowers sustainable growth. For nearly 20 years, the Milwaukee team has partnered with healthcare and not-for-profit organizations, building trusted, long-term relationships. Experience the difference only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank National Association, member FDIC.
The leader in the dugout, the skipper, the man who riles up the crew with his words of inspiration.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
I got these Topps 1994 baseball cards, Series 2. I collect them like everybody else did back in the 70s. We eventually threw them all away. We didn't save them, and I'm sure they're worth millions now. Let's see what I have here. Ken Griffey Jr., probably the best baseball player I've ever played with in my entire life. Oh, man. Lou Whitaker, Bobby Bonilla, Bo Jackson. The best two-sport player ever.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of
fans that you see on a daily basis.
Gary's pretty special to our group. He handles himself so professionally and at the same time lighthearted. He's a mentor, a leader, and really thankful for that. I was flattered just to be part of it all, to be in the same clubhouse as a guy like him.
Well, it's a heck of an achievement, and we're glad he was a Brewer when he accomplished it. Murph, thanks for the time and good luck this afternoon.
Thank you, Jeff.
That's Brewers manager Pat Murphy. On Deck Show built by Menards continues in just a moment on the Brewers Radio Network.
Choosing a Wisconsin Dental Association dentist means you're putting your care in the hands of the highest professional standards. WDA members prioritize continuing education, the highest ethical standards, and staying up to date in the latest trends in dentistry. I'm Dr. Laura Goodell, and I'm a WDA member dentist because I want the best for my patients.
Choose a Wisconsin Dental Association member for the care your smile deserves. Find a dentist near you at WDA.org.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy.
The sound of a seatbelt. It's one of the most important sounds in our car. It means everyone is ready and everyone is safe. The more our kids see us put on our seatbelts, the more natural it is for them to put theirs on too. Make it a priority. Buckle up every time. Hear the sound? Make it a habit.
Paid for by NHTSA.
Nothing says summer like baseball. Whether you're headed to the stadium solo or tailgating with friends, Tsunami Express Car Wash keeps your ride looking game day ready. Wash away dust, bugs, and road grime with unlimited daily washes and free vacuums as a Tsunami Express member. So before you cheer on the crew, make sure your vehicle looks as good as your game day spirit. Plans start at just $16 for your first month. Learn more at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Back with you on the On Deck Show, built by Menards. Brewers and the Rockies getting set for the middle game of this three-game series, and it is time to take a look at the current NL Central standings. They are brought to you by Central Standard Craft Distillery. Celebrate summer and America all season long with Door County Cherry Vodka from Central Standard Craft Distillery. It mixes well with anything for any occasion while cheering on the crew to a victory. Central Standard crafted together. The Brewers a 6-game lead in the NL Central, 64-39. Cubs behind them by those 6 games, 58-45. Behind them is Pittsburgh at 53-51. They are 11.5 back of the crew. St. Louis now 12 games back of the crew at 52-51. And Cincinnati at 48-54, 15.5 back of Milwaukee in the NL Central. Time for the injury report. It's presented by the Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Injured? Skip the ER and start healing faster with Ortho ASAP, the walk-in orthopedic clinic from OAW. See a specialist today. Learn more at orthowisconsin.com. Brandon Lockridge began a rehab assignment with AAA Nashville yesterday. Went 0 for 3 for the Sounds, but he is trending in the right direction. It'll take him a little bit of time to get some at-bats back and his feet back underneath of him in AAA Nashville. Kyle Harrison.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet. So it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on. So I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
Grounded toward first. Vladdy snatches it on the line, spins, throws a strike to Bieber, covering the bag for the out. Got that on the shoestring and spun like a shortstop up the middle.
A swing and a little flare into shallow left. Coming hard. Diving is caught. He made another great catch. Well, that's how you win 4 straight Gold Gloves.
Rolled over the mound up the middle. Clement slides to pick it up. Spins as he comes up from the turf and throws to first to get the out. A Gold Glove caliber play up the middle from Ernie Clement.
Chris Sale, excellent as always. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 earned, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts. All 11 of those swinging. An immaculate fourth inning for Gavin Williams. 9 pitches, 9 strikes, and strikes out the side.
He could be on another planet the way he just pitched. How about 9 pitches and he strikes out the side? You can't do it any better than that.
A lot. And so we're going to get into some of your observations on this group and what makes it special. But first, I want to talk to you about the alumni, the Legends game yesterday. You had a chance to participate in it. That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, man. Getting back together with a lot of these guys that have done so many great things for this organization is always fun. I think the game and the fans and the energy they brought, man, you get out the game for a few years, some of these guys 10, 15 years, and it's like you're right back in it. So it was a special day for sure, and we had a blast doing it.
You know, when you stop playing competitively, how quickly does it come back? I mean, this is a game of timing, and there's a lot of things that go into this game, as you know. How quickly do some of the things come back?
I think pretty quickly. You'd be surprised. I feel like some of these guys that, you saw yesterday playing probably haven't done much in a very long time. When you come out here in an empty stadium, it might be a little different, but when you walk out here and the fans from the game all stayed and they're cheering and you're warming up, those juices start flowing, and it's kind of like riding a bike, I would think. Like you get right back into it and your mind thinks you can do it, but your body's probably going to be slowing you down a little bit. So really surprised there was no injuries. Thankful there was no injuries because it got pretty fun. I feel like when Corey came in there at the end, the velo kind of ticked up a little bit, and he was ready to get the win. So it was fun for sure.
What did you think was the hardest thing, and what was the feedback you got from the other guys that played that was the hardest thing about it?
I think the hardest thing about it was only playing almost 3 innings. I think that the guys were really having fun with it, and the fans were very into it the whole time. So I think if they do it again, like maybe go 5 innings, and let's see what that looks like.
Just add as many pitchers as you have to, and if you have to, position players can pitch, right? I mean, we've seen that plenty of times.
Absolutely, or just make it a softball game where it's 5 innings, and hey, I know we're not doing the baseball, but maybe it's a softball and still have 4 outfielders, and I think guys would be able to maybe compete a little bit.
Jace Peterson is with us here on the On Deck Show. Bill Byman-Arts. Let's talk about this group. What a season they're putting together again. You have such a great chance to see under the hood and be a part of this machine. What is it about this group? Because every group is unique. What is it about this group that makes them unique in your opinion?
Man, I think Murph and this organization does such a good job from spring training instilling exactly what we expect and how to go about it. And I think you get spoiled as players that have been so just used to winning. I know it's easy to take for granted how hard that is to do, especially in the big leagues. And there's no secret recipe. I think it's a lot of guys from the player standpoint, but a lot of people from the organizational standpoint, all committed to winning and impacting people. And to me, from spring training to where we are now, that's what continually goes on. Guys know that it's not about them, it's about everyone else in this building, and I think guys just come together every year here, no matter what the group looks like. Sometimes there's questions on who may be a leader, who's going to pitch, who's going to hit in this spot, where are they going to play, and then you get to spring training and you leave spring training and you look up and the Brewers are...
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Shea Langoliers, who's made the most noise in this game out of anyone. Shea drives it to deep center field. Varsho going back, still going, as far as he can go! This game is tied! A crowd silencer in Toronto.
Chandeliers gets one center cut and unloads, just pummeling baseballs.
Jackson Merrill leading it off, 3 for 10 in the series. Fly ball, center field, struck well. Harris looking up, it is back, it is gone. Jackson Merrill into the water. Padres tie it up 1-1. Merrill connects on his 14th home run of the year.
That ball's crushed. Let's go back to the pitch. Four-seamer, got extended, straight away.
Slug has been there. We talked about it off the top. All of a sudden, the Power Stars are powering up.
That was nice.
Steve Hamilton pitching. Oh, there's the volley floater, and it falls back and looks to the crowd. And he says, all right, maybe I'll do it again. Yeah, here it is. Look at it. And he throws it again. And look at the catch. And Tony Hawk throws his hands in the air. And listen to this crowd go wild.
So Rockies is really like where my major league career really took off. You know, it was a special time in my life, 7 years with the team. And this jersey in particular, 2018 postseason patch on it here. So I've always kept all these jerseys with the patch on them because that's what it's all about, is getting to the playoffs and trying to win the championship. You know, the black jersey with the cutoff, not a lot of teams rock the cutoff anymore, but this is a jersey we wore all the time in Colorado.
A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole.
Organic mango, yep.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
No, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man.
Yeah,
Let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
Waterfront dining, golf, relaxing spa-scapes, and family fun all season long. Just a short drive from Milwaukee, it's your home run getaway. Book your stay today at LakeLawnResort.com and come find out for yourself why everything is better at the lake.
CD1 Price Cleaners is now open in Brookfield, West Allis, Greendale, and Kenosha. That's right, you can now have any garment dry cleaned and pressed for just $3. No guesswork, no surprises. Just $3 to dry clean any garment at CD1 Price Cleaners. Open 24/7 in Brookfield, West Allis, Greendale, and Kenosha, and coming soon to Shorewood and Wauwatosa. Save 70% on your dry cleaning bill with CD1 Price Cleaners. Proud partner of the Brewers Radio Network.
Getting ready for college? IKEA has everything you need to create a space that's all you. Verified college students get 15% off with IKEA Family. Visit IKEA Oak Creek or IKEA.us.
Back with you from American Family Field. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the Brewers Radio Network. Back with you on the On Deck Show, Bill by Menards. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. They're presented by Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now, supporting Wisconsin's critical infrastructure. Visit WIIN at wisconsininfrastructure.com. The Rockies 42-63, 1 win away from their season total of wins a season ago. Jake McCarthy will lead off in left field. Kyle Karros, that's second. He's the third baseman. Cole Kerrigan, the 3 spot. He's the center fielder. The designated hitter is the cleanup hitter, Hunter Goodman. Batting 5th at first base, TJ Rumfield. Batting 6th, the second baseman, Willie Castro. Batting 7th and doing the catching is Braxton Fulford. Tyler Freeman is in right field, batting 8th. Batting 9th is the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. And pitching for the Rockies here tonight is the right-hander, Ryan Feltner. Again for Colorado, McCarthy, Karros, Carrig, Goodman, Rumfield, Castro, Fulford, Freeman, and Tovar, with Feltner doing the pitching. The Brewers are 64-39. They'll lead off with Christian Yelich at designated hitter. Batting second in left field, Jackson Chourio. Batting third, the second baseman, Bryce Terang. Cleanup hitter is the catcher, William Contreras. Jake Bowers is at first base. Batting 6th in center field is Garrett Mitchell. Luis Lara bats 7th in right field. Cooper Pratt, the shortstop, bats 8th, and batting 9th is the third baseman, David Hamilton. On the mound for the Crew is the left-hander, Robert Gasser. Again for the Crew, Yelich, Chourio, Terang, Contreras, Bowers, Mitchell. Lara, Pratt, and Hamilton. And again, Robert Gasser is on the mound here tonight for the Crew. The umpire lineup is brought to you by Cannon and Dunphy, Milwaukee's premier personal injury attorneys. With over $1 billion recovered, they're your advocates for justice. No matter the size of your case, Cannon and Dunphy experience results justice. First base is Willie Traynor. Second base umpire is Charlie Ramos. The crew chief David Rackley's at third base, and the home plate umpire is Nestor Ceja. Brewers and the Rockies, game 2 of the series on the way. We've got more coming your way after this on the On Deck Show. Bill by Menards on the Brewers Radio Network.
It's time to clear the air. When you use ethanol in your vehicle, it burns cleaner than regular fuel. But it does more than that. It's better for your engine. It's more affordable. And it supports farmers right here in Wisconsin. And really, don't we all deserve cleaner air? The Wisconsin Biofuels Association encourages you to do your part. Fill up with unleaded 88. It's better for all of us. Learn more at wibiofuels.org.
Visit the city where festivals take over the lakefront. Breweries pour late into the night, and every neighborhood brings its own flavor. Milwaukee doesn't just host festivals. It owns them. With more than 100 every year, including the world's largest music festival. The lakefront views, incredible food and breweries, live sports, and nightlife that doesn't quit. Make Milwaukee a city built for unforgettable weekends. Expert guides at visitmilwaukee.org will help you plan every detail of your next visit. Get started today at visitmilwaukee.org.
What if a customer slips and falls on your property? What if sparks from an employee's grinder cause a house fire on your job site? Unexpected things happen every day, but you can make sure your business doesn't get hurt with a carefully crafted general liability policy from West Bend. Be sure your independent agent understands your business, because at West Bend, the worst brings out our best. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball being brought to you by American Family Insurance. Miller Lite, it's Miller time. Construction Business Group. Usinger's famous sausage, Usinger's in baseball. It's just not summer.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The captain, Derek Sanderson Jeter, is one of the winningest players in Major League history. He was wearing these very batting gloves when he notched one of those most memorable hits, the 3,000th of his career.
Are we supposed to spit in them like they do the batting gloves?
No spitting. This is a non-spitting museum.
He's just the second player in history whose 3,000th hit was a home run. The first was a former teammate from the Yankees' 1996 World Series championship team. But before he began his Cooperstown-bound career, Bonds would cross paths with another future Hall of Famer. September 6, 1995, the Iron Man played his 2,000th 131st consecutive game, surpassing the unbreakable record of the Iron Horse.
Now that's how you pass the torch. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
The mound for the Marlins, it is Yuri Perez. The 22-year-old won't turn 23 until
April 15th and last season. Had a 4.25 ERA. Those numbers are very deceiving because he had a really strong finish. Perez has got him 0-2. See ya.
That's the old good morning, good afternoon, and good night, and all on heaters. When you got it going, stay with it.
3-2 right there. Called strike 3.
The four-seamer, which he'll throw probably over 50% of the time.
Nobody on, 2 out. The 2-2 pitch from Perez to Rumfield. Called strike 3. Look at the emotion from Yuri Perez in his season debut. Yuri got him with a fastball. He gets the approval of Sandy Alcantara. 7 innings for Perez.
Yeah, and it's really amazing when you say he's still just 22 years old.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
And Pirates are underway in Pittsburgh. No score in that game. That game's in the bottom of the second inning. Fans, we're ready to roll with the game. It is brought to you by Boucher Automotive Group. Start your journey with confidence. We ride with you every mile. Visit Boucher.com. And with the play-by-play, here is Jeff Levering.
Thanks, Lane. Copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers. Jake McCarthy, Kyle Karros, Cole Carrig set to work against Robert Gasser. Makes his first ever appearance against the Rockies. Trying to get the Brewers back in the win column after a 5-2 defeat last night at the hands of Colorado. Left-hander threw a good ball game against the Marlins last time. Got a no decision. First pitch of the night is bunted past Gasser out to second base. Terang has it, throws to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. First pitch of Brewers baseball brought to you by Carbliss Premium Cocktails in a Can. Enjoy every pitch at American Family Field. To find Carbliss right here inside the stadium. Carbliss, less is more. Tried to push that one by the pitcher Robert Gasser. He did that. He hit a line drive right at Bryce Terang. Terang makes a good play and takes the out. Here's Karros. 2 for 4 in yesterday's game, including a double. Swing and a miss. The first pitch. It's 0-1. Karros steps out of the box after falling over the home plate area on that wild swing. 0-1 on Kyle Karros. Gasser's pitch down and away, trying to change up. Ball and a strike on Karros, son of Dodger legend Eric Karros. 1-1 pitch, hit on a line, and it short hops Pratt at short. They'll throw on to first and retire Karros. 2 groundouts against a fly ball pitcher in Robert Gasser. It's Cole Carrig, a switch hitter that will bat from the right side of the plate. Brewers baseball brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Great taste, only 96 calories. It's Miller time. Carrig 1 for 4 with an RBI double in the opener yesterday. Made his debut just after the Brewers left Denver back in June as the first pitch is good for a strike, and it's 0-1 with a changeup. Brewers defensively, Churio, Mitchell, Lara left to right in the outfield. Hamilton, Pratt, Terang, and Bowers third to first on the infield, and Contreras catches again. 0-1. Slurve that missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on Carrig. Good crowd on this Saturday. Guess Who game board giveaway day. 1-1 pitch. Hit foul. Got around that breaking ball from Gasser. Ended up in the dugout.
You got a sneak peek of that a couple of weeks ago.
I was the first person to ever play that Guess Who game. I will tell you the clue that nobody should start with, which is your person wearing a hat? That was not my clue. 1-2 pitch. Inside on Carrig. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's a great game. All Brewers players currently or past. But don't ask if your person is wearing a cap. It's not going to get you much. It will eliminate 0 people. Carrig fouls it away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hitting at .289, 4 homers, 25 driven in. Gasser's 2-2. Sweeper that missed low. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Cole Carrig. Northern California kid from Modesto. Used to be the home of the Rockies High A affiliate back in the day in the California League, the Modesto Nuts. Not anymore. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. Pratt has it and throws him out. 3 ground ball outs from Robert Gasser. We go to the bottom of the first inning. No score in the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
From the post-game to the morning show, there's
a lot of fans and collectors will look at the T206 set as the more famous of the sets that were produced in the early part of the 20th century. And certainly they would carry more financial value. But when you talk to collectors, some will tell you that these T205s are actually more physically attractive. They're maybe the most physically attractive cards produced prior to World War II.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Starting fresh, finishing your degree, or balancing work and family, Lakeland University offers flexibility to earn a degree your way.
Christian Yelich leads it off for the Brewers in the bottom of the first inning against Ryan Feltner. Been tough on the Brewers in his 6 career starts previously. 1-1 and .267 ERA through 6 innings of 1-hit baseball against the Brewers earlier this year. But the Brewers came back and won that game. It was the extra inning 9-7 victory out in Denver. Yelich digs in, homer to lead off the game yesterday. And he sends this one in the air to left. Back is McCarthy on the warning track and makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Almost. Jackson Chourio digs in. Quick trip around the bases presented by Mamba Candy. Tonight's contestant, the quick trip around the bases contest, is Quintrell Smith of Wausau. Brewers score in the first inning. Quintrell will win a $100 Quick Trip gift card, compliments of Mamba Candy and Quick Trip. Stop in and pick up Mamba Magic Sticks or Mamba Berry-tastic at a Quick Trip near you. Feltner on the year, an ERA at almost 5.5. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike on Chourio, but whenever he pitches against the Brewers, it's like he's Cy Young. 1-1, here's the pitch. It is down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kind of funny that people use that term, pitching like he's Cy Young. I know he's got 511 career wins, but he didn't have the best earned run average ever. Walked a lot of guys, didn't strike out a lot of guys, and that's fine. You win 511 games, you deserve it.
I'm very confident that's never going to happen again.
I'm not sure anybody's going to get to 300 ever again.
I think that's an accurate statement, too.
2-1 pitch. It's down and away. 3 balls and a strike on Jackson Chourio. 3,000 strikeouts might be tough to get to again. Churio, 1 for 4 yesterday. 3-1 from Feltner. And it's on the corner for a strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Churio was halfway out of the box and started backpedaling back into the right-handed batter's box. Bryce Terang on deck. Count is 3-2. Churio uses his timeout. Feltner with his sign from Fulford in the 3-2. Ground ball, right side, sharply hit into right center, base hit. First hit of the game belongs to the Brewers. And now it's Terang. 3 hits yesterday, including a home run, his 15th of the year. Overall to 265, driven in 62. Hits with a man aboard. The Brewers never led in the game yesterday. Gave up 2 runs in the top of the first inning, got 1 back. Rockies continued to add on. Pitch to Terang, squares the bunt, lays it down. It's a good bunt. Feltner picks it up, puts it in his pocket. Back-to-back base hit sets the stage for William Contreras. He's today's cleanup hitter. It's brought to you by Loyal Family Renovations. Clean up any home damage with Loyal Family. Located in Muskego, serving southeastern Wisconsin and across the state. Don't let the out-of-towners handle it. Call locally owned Loyal Family Renovations for a free inspection today. First pitch to Contreras is high and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Contreras 2 for 4 last night. His 2 outs were rockets. You've seen the ball much better of late. Feltner's pitch is a ball down and away with a slider. Basically fastball slider for Feltner. Has some other pitches that he sprinkles in from time to time, but those are the 2 that he uses the most. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased the slider off the plate away. Looked like Contreras was dead set on seeing a fastball, and slider came from Feltner. Give you the defensive alignment in just a moment for Colorado. 2-1 pitch. Up and in. 3 balls and a strike. It's McCarthy, Carrig, and Freeman. Left to right in the outfield, Karros, Tovar, Castro, and Runfield. Third to first on the infield, and Braxton Fulford is the catcher. 3-1, good hitters count for William Contreras. 2 on, 1 away, the pitch. Ground ball back to Feltner. He'll throw to second base, get the out there, throw to first, double play. 1-4-3 it goes. Rally thwarted. We go to the second. No score in the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working week.
We're talking about power. We're talking about bling. This is the stuff that puts people in the seats.
Ruth's adoring fans pitched in to gift a crown fit for the home run king.
How come the fans didn't, put something together for me?
They gave you a nice round of applause.
Good job, Carlos.
That man is 42 years old. I'm only 22. Until that man stay on that mound, nobody gonna take me out of this game.
Okay, let me see what I can do about it. Right now, I feel like I can go over there and go placata right now on the field just because I held this batter, Willie Mays. I'm not giving it back to you. You need it back?
Get back.
Okay, you can continue talking.
Right, and you're just going to hold on to it? Yeah.
Hammer and Hank became baseball's all-time home run king.
Hank Aaron flipped the bat, pointed to the outside, and said, placata.
Every single Triple Crown winner has been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. So it looks pretty good for Miggy. Just saying.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Castro, 4, 5, and 6 in the Rockies order. Gasser got 3 ground ball outs in that first inning. Brewers had a couple of base hits, but a double play ball ended their threat. Goodman at the plate, an all-star for a second straight year. 31 home runs, takes outside for ball 1 with the fastball. Got 18 of those 31 home runs since June 1st. DHing today. Gasser's 1-0 to Goodman. Bouncer foul, third base side. Ball to strike on Hunter Goodman. Just 2 true left-handed batters in the lineup today for Warren Schaefer. 1-1 pitch. Goodman took a sweeper for his strike. 1-2 on Goodman. Someone should let him know that his right blinker is on. Back pocket is out on his pants. Saw that for Willie Castro yesterday. His left blinker was on the entire game. You can run your battery down. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss to the high fastball. 1 away. First strikeout for Robert Gasser tonight. Ortho ASAP strikeout. Don't strike out. Get back to the active lifestyle that you want. Ortho ASAP. See a specialist today. OrthoWisconsin.com.
I would think, Jeff, in 2026, those pants would come with the technology to notify you when your blinker's on for too long.
And they really should.
Little alarm.
TJ Rumfield takes a strike, came on as a pinch hitter yesterday, ended up with a couple of hits, including an RBI double. What did I tell you? Willie Castro had his blinker on the entire game last night. His blinker's still on in the on-deck circle. Left blinker.
Might be intentional.
Here's the 0-1. That is a strike, and it's 0-2.
Passion statement, maybe?
I'm trying to run faster. That's going to drag it down.
It's like a parachute. Little one.
Just a little guy. 0-2 on Rumfield. Stepped out of the box and digs back in. Gasser's 0-2 on the way. Line past Gasser off the side of the mound and to Pratt. He will throw out Rumfield. Out number 2 in this second inning, and the home plate umpire Nestor Ceja going out to check on Gasser, making sure he's okay. He got out of the way. Ball was not necessarily close to him, but close enough to warrant a spin. Heart beating a little faster. Willie Castro and that left blinker at the plate. Castro waits, hits from the right side of the plate, takes outside, ball 1. Before the first pitch, after the final out, give your ride an all-star clean at Tsunami Express. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers. Clean those blinkers right up for you. Foul back by Castro. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's been waiting for that green arrow for a long time.
He's merging forever. Get over. I can't get over it. I can't pull over anymore. 1-1 to Castro. Inside. It was not close to his blinker. It was on the other side of his body. 2 balls and 1 strike. Five up, 5 down so far for Gasser. 2-1 coming on Willie Castro. That is low. Change up, 3 balls, 1 strike. Already a lot more change-ups today for Robert Gasser than in his previous starts, where he's more cutter and sweeper heavy. 3-1 to Castro. Popped him up. Right side of the infield in fair territory. It's Bowers. Makes the catch. Inning over. 6 up, 6 down for Gasser. Brewers back to work with Bowers set to lead it off. 0-0 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
What's on Tap, brought to you by Miller Lite.
Chris Muncy with his third go-ahead homer of the road trip. 229th as a Dodger. Moving past Ron Say.
Welcome back, Max Fried. 7 strikeouts in 5 scoreless economical innings.
What a huge lift for the Yankees to see him come back and do that.
He's done it again.
Just about every time you need him to come up big, he does.
The 34 home runs makes Jordan the major league leader, one more than Kyle Schwarber.
And this incredible magic carpet ride continues. The Red Sox win their 15th in a row to tie the all-time franchise record.
That ball's gone! 317! Salvador Perez ties George Brett for the most home runs in franchise history.
And a called strike 3. Change up right down the chute.
Let's just bite on this ball. Whee! Right at the bottom of the zone.
Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts for Sanchez.
Well, that changeup rears its ugly head again, this time to Haggerty, and see how far out in front he was of that one.
Swing and a miss. 7 strikeouts for Sanchez. He's mixed it in all his pitches. And he picked up another K.
Leads it off. Bottom half of the second inning, no score. Pitch is a ball off the outside corner from Feltner. 1 ball, no strikes. Bowers at 256 still leads the squad with 18 home runs. And he's driven in 59. Had a base hit in his last at bat yesterday. Just his second hit of the homestand. Feltner not on the same page as Fulford. Now decides what he wants and throws home. It's back to the backstop. And that apparently was not the signal that Braxton Fulford called for. I don't think that one's on the pitch comp. Pretty funny looking at the data caster, though, on that last pitch. It's down and away. 3 balls, no strikes. The Datacaster had that last pitch up at the scoreboard. Trajectory was northbound. 3-0. Strike. 3-1. Feltner throws on 3-1. Bowers, check swing. Did he go? Did not. Ball 4. Leadoff man is on against Feltner. Ortho ASAP walk. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Ortho ASAP walk right in. There is a difference. Garrett Mitchell 0 for 3 of the walk yesterday. So far in the homestand, 7 for 25. Still hitting a nice 275 on the season. Here's the pitch. Bowers runs, a check swing, throw down to second. Is late. Bowers steals second base. Running on the first pitch from Feltner. Man in scoring position. Stolen base presented by Delta Dental. Your fellow fanatics, your personal cheerleaders, and your #1 fans. For all the reasons you smile, get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Man in scoring position for Garrett Mitchell, who took ball 1. Feltner's pitch. Chopper right side. 2 hops to Willie Castro, fields and throws. Over to third goes Bowers. So at Team AB, runner at third, less than 2 outs for Luis Lara. Feltner's going to get you a lot of ground ball outs, I know that. Infield comes up for Colorado. First pitch. Lara hits it foul first base side. Right at Spencer Allen in the first base coaching box. Brewers trying to strike first. The pitch home is a check swing. You went around. It's 0-2. Brewers, for the first 2.5 months of this season, were one of the best teams hitting with runners in scoring position in Major League Baseball. They've taken a slight hit in that department of late. But this is a situation they have cashed in on as good as anybody. Runner at third, less than 2 outs, the 0-2. Popped him up, third base side and out of play. Lives to see another one. Good changeup from Feltner. These are the easy money ones. Got to cash in. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Cooper Pratt on deck. No score. Bottom of the second inning. The 0-2 pitch to Luis Lara. High. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball at 97. Outfield straight up for Lara, hitting at 222 in his young career. 1-2 pitch is high again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Feltner ready to work. He's at his lighters. 2-2 to Lara. Fly ball down the right field line. It is going to be caught on the warning track. Tagging and scoring is Bowers, and the Brewers have a 1-0 lead. A sacrifice fly for Luis Lara. Good team at bat. Fell down in the count, 0-2. Put a ball in the air, plenty deep to score Bowers. Cooper Pratt will try and start something new. With 2 away, nobody on base. 0 for 4 on Wednesday. Didn't play yesterday. His first big league home run on this homestand against the Mets. Opening pitch to Pratt. Fly ball to left. That is back. It is gone. Pratt, his second home run of the week. Six coming in, 102 coming out, hit at 409 feet. 2-0 Brewers. First home run ever allowed to the Brewers by Ryan Feltner, and this is his 7th start. David Hamilton digs in. Pitch to Hamilton, squares to bunt, pulls it back and takes down an in-ball 1. Every Brewers home run presented by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Get back to taking big swings on the course quarter field with a visit to Ortho ASAP. Get expert care today, orthowisconsin.com. 2-0 Brewers, a 1-0 to Hamilton. Swing and a fly ball to right center. Does this have enough? It does not. It's going to die on the warning track as Carrick almost tripped and fell down. The sniper is up in the lights, Cole. 2-0 Brewers as we go to the third on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long...
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Max Muncy with his third go-ahead homer of the road trip. 229th as a Dodger. Moving past Ron Say. Welcome back, Max Fried. 7 strikeouts in 5 scoreless economical innings.
What a huge lift for the Yankees to see him come back and do that.
Just about every time you need him to come up big, he does.
The 34 home runs makes Jordan the major league leader, one more than Kyle Schwarber.
And this incredible magic carpet ride continues. The Red Sox win their 15th in a row to tie the all-time franchise record.
That ball's gone! 317! Salvador Perez ties George Brett for the most home runs in franchise history.
Tim Fulford will lead things off for the Rockies here in the top of the third. Gasser's first offering to him. Missed outside of the fastball, and it's 1-0. 2-0 Crew after a sac fly from Lara and a solo home run from Cooper Pratt. In the bottom of the second, the 1-0 pitch. This is a pop-up foul and out of play first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. They were just playing the Guess Who game, kind of a video version of it, on the video board in between innings. Something they've done throughout the season, but felt very fitting with the Guess Who game being given out today. 1-1 is a strike, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. It was Garrett Mitchell. His clues were 40-inch vertical, car enthusiast, and then type 1 diabetic. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Fulford. The pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball at 93. Second ortho ASAP strikeout of the night for Gasser. There's one away for Tyler Freeman. Begs the question from me to you. What would be your clues that you would give if somebody had to guess who you were behind a pixelated version of Jeff Levering on the video board?
Does your person wear glasses?
Yeah. Sweeper in there for a strike on Freeman, and it's 0-1.
Does your person say words for a living?
Most people do, technically, but I see where you're going with that. Deal 1. Missed inside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Freeman. Those are 2 good ones.
What would yours be?
One ball and 1 strike on Freeman. Here's the pitch. Tapper out in front of the mound, off the mound, and fielded as Gasser spins and throws to first in time. And he got Freeman. Nice job fielding the position by Gasser. And there's 2 away for Ezekiel Tovar. Did your person wear turtlenecks in college?
Would everybody know that? Would that be
I mean, I talk about it enough on the radio now.
True. I think your person would just have a turtleneck on. That would be your picture.
Yeah, there you go. That would be right. That's the better way to. You're more experienced at this game. You've played it before. I haven't.
Oh, you've never played Guess Who?
I've played Guess Who, but not this version, not this iteration. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the third. Gasser's first pitch to Tovar is a swing and a miss at a changeup down the way, and it's 0-1. Does your person have gray hair? That would be one for me.
It's not all the way gray.
Pretty salt and pepper, at least. Swing and a miss. Double down on the changeup, but it's 0-2 on Tovar.
That's better.
Yeah, salt and pepper.
Does your person have salt and pepper hair? Did your person once use a magnifying glass to look at his scorebook? And not a small magnifying glass.
Oversized. No balls and 2 strikes on Tovar. Gasser's pitch. He missed high. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Did your person carry his magnifying glass in a trumpet case?
Trumpet case. It was close to that. You're right.
These are not untruthitudes.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Tovar. The pitch missed outside. It's 2-2. Tovar had a hit yesterday to just 196 on the season. 8 home runs, 32 driven in. Gasser out of the stretch. The 2-2 pitch. And missed a little low with a sweeper. Count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whether you're crossing the state line or just going cross town, Club Citgo can save you money on every fill-up along the way, like 3 cents off every gallon every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and line foul. And a nice play made by the ball boy down the Left field line, snagged that one out of the air right in front of the tarp where he was seated. Had to pop up out of his seat to make that catch.
He looks like Carney Lansford.
Oakland Athletic legend. Nice play. 3-2 pitch and a liner back up the middle and into left center field for a base hit for Tovar. Big turn at first, then puts on the brakes. It's a 2-out single and the first base runner for the Rockies here tonight. So Tovar is on, and it turns over to the top of the order now, Jake McCarthy. Carney Lansford, that's a good pull.
That's what the kid looks like to me.
Yeah. McCarthy put down a bunt back in the first inning, and Terang charged and made a nice play. 0 for 1 today. Gasser's first offering to him is a swing and a miss at a sinker at 93, and it's 0-1. He's getting some swing and miss here in the first 3 innings is Gasser. Fastball has some life so far tonight, it would appear. Lefty-lefty matchup here, the 0-1. And he missed a little low, but it's going to be challenged by Contreras.
The catcher is challenging the ball call.
This is going to be a strike. Contreras with a very good challenge here. Challenge is brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Boom.
The pitch is a strike. It is 0-2. Milwaukee has 2 challenges remaining.
Contreras tilts his head to the side as if to say, I already knew. Are you not entertained? No balls and 2 strikes here. The pitch. And a called third strike with a fastball at 93. Painted the low inside corner. And he strikes out McCarthy. Second strikeout of the inning for Robert Gasser in his third of the night. He puts up a 0 in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of 3. 2-0 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network. Presented by American Family Insurance.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
A lot of baseball fans have some familiarity with the T206 American Tobacco card set. Of course, features the famous Hannes Wagner card. What we have here are 3 cards from the lesser-known T205 set, which really was a successor to T206. T206 came out in 1909. These 3 cards, as part of the T205 set, came out in 1911.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Tri-City National Bank is proud to support your hometown team, and our bankers can help you achieve your financial dream. Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
It is 2-0 Brewers as the crew comes to the plate here in the bottom of the third. It's back to the top of the order. Christian Yelich to lead things off against Ryan Feltner. And Feltner's first offering to Yelich missed outside with a slider. It's 1-0. If you're heading to a Brewers game, Potawatomi Sportsbook will get you there. Make any purchase or same-day bet for a shuttle wristband. Space is limited. Visit Potawatomi.com for details. Brewers able to get to Feltner for a couple of runs in the bottom of the second inning, trying to continue that. And now the umpires are going to get together as Nestor Ceja bringing the crew together here. And they are going to have a conversation. 1-0 count at the plate on Yelich.
The catcher is challenging the ball call.
They were deciding whether or not they were going to allow the challenge. And this is good for the Brewers because this is a ball. It's outside. And so the Rockies probably wish that they wouldn't have granted this challenge because they're going to be out one now. Boom.
The pitch is the ball. The count is 1-0. Colorado has one challenge remaining.
Challenge is brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. The pitch was definitely outside, and it was a very late challenge. It wasn't that late. The 1-0 swing and a miss over the top of a slider, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Maybe it wasn't immediate, but it wasn't that delayed. They were right in granting the challenge. But again, Fulford probably wishes they wouldn't have now. 1-1. And a ground ball over the mound. Rolls out to the shortstop, Tovar. Fields and throws to first and retires Yelich. For the first out of the inning, there's one away for Jackson Churio. When the game is on the line, the Brewers rely on their elite bullpen. When your oral health is on the line, rely on a WDA member dentist. To find a WDA dentist near you, go to WDA.org. Churio had a base hit back in the first inning. Brewers with 3 hits so far in the game. They've, for the most part, made the most of them as Churio committed on that slider down and away and offered at it. It's 0-1. Wasted a couple of base hits in the first inning because of the double play ball that Contreras hit into. 0-1. That is over but low with a slider. 1 ball and 1 strike. But got a run without the benefit of the hit in the second inning, and then got the solo home run from Pratt. 1-1 is Chopper back up the middle, ranging to his left is Tovar. Fields behind the second base bag, throws to first, and a good stretch by Rumfield gets Churio, and there's 2 away. Thought Churio had a shot. Ball was pounded straight down into the dirt. It was hit very hard, but because it was pounded straight down into the dirt, it had that big hop up through the middle of the infield, and that allowed Tovar to get to that ball behind the bag with time to spare to make the throw. So 2 outs for Bryce Terang, who takes the ball, and it's 1-0. Bryce with a bunt single back in the first inning. 4 for 5 in this series for Terang. 1-0 pitch, and Terang took low with a changeup. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Brewers trying to even up the series. A rare series opening loss yesterday for the Crew. They have been dominant in game 1 of series all year long. 2-0 missed outside of the changeup. It goes to 3-0 on Terang. That was just the 8th time this year they've lost game 1 of a series. They're now 26-8. It's kind of an odd stat. 3-0 pitch to Terang is right through there for a strike. It's 3-1. It doesn't mean a lot, but it is certainly a unique situation. It has been a beautiful couple days in Milwaukee. 3-1 is straight foul and out of play third base side. And the count is full. It's 3-2 on Terang. Temps have cooled off a little bit, going to heat back up tomorrow and next week, but it's been almost fall-like weather the last couple of days. Feltner's 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out with a changeup, and Feltner works a 1-2-3, bottom of the third. We go to the 4th inning. It's a 2-0 Brewers lead on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
On the baseball field, the skilled player.
Fly ball in foul territory. Mike Felder was there, but could not hold on to the ball. Like he had it.
There's the ball there, and then that ball comes out of somebody's glove in the stands.
See, he thought the ball at his feet
was the ball in play.
Was the ball in play? He did, and he slapped his own glove, thinking he had missed the catch when in essence he had it.
That is weird. That is a very weird play, and I don't ever want to see it again.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Left center Profar sprints over. Oh, he lost it. It looked like it was going to be a really good play for Jurgen Profar. He did not see that ball. He didn't even come close to it.
These interactions between De La Cruz and
Tito Francona have been priceless. Got it there.
Yes, indeed.
And the ball wasn't the only thing that landed in the basket.
What in the world happened out there to Jung-Ho Lee?
That's wild. I mean, you don't see that in the big leagues.
Pitches through 3 innings so far. He's been good. Has allowed just the 1 hit and just the 1 base runner so far. Working a second time through the order as the number 2 hitter Kyle Karros leads off this 4th inning, and he takes a sweeper for a strike. It's 0-1. Carbliss is a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Premium ready-to-drink cocktails. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten. Find it at the ballpark or at your local retailer. Carbliss, less is more. 1 and just missed. A little bit low and away with a fastball. And the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. That didn't miss by much, but it did miss. So it was good to not challenge for Contreras, who might have thought about it for a second. 1-1 is a flare into center. Racing in is Mitchell. Still on the move. Has to let it drop in front of him. Just couldn't quite get to that one. Was not hit overly hard. It looked like Karros got jammed off the bat at just 80 miles an hour, and it was dying quickly, and Mitchell couldn't reach it. He was able to knock it down and keep it in front of him. And so Karros with a leadoff single here in the 4th. That's the 2nd hit of the night for the Rockies against Gasser. And that'll get Cole Carrig to the plate. Carrig, the switch hitter, hitting from the right side against the lefty Gasser. First offering is a bouncing ball fair inside the third base bag, past Hamilton and all the way into left field. Going first to third is Karros. He'll be held at third. And into second is Cole Carrig with a double. It's a ball that is hit hard, and if Hamilton is playing no doubles, which he wouldn't be in that situation, he's probably able to field that ball and start up what would be a double play. But because he's not playing close to the bag there, that ball stays inside the bag fair and is a double all the way. So now second and third and nobody out, and here's Hunter Goodman. And the pitch, up and away. It's 1 ball and no strikes. So a little trouble for Gasser, the first of the night. He really hasn't had any stress to speak of until now. And he's got a dangerous hitter up there right now in Goodman. Struck him out back in the 2nd inning. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Elevated a cutter off the outside part of the plate, and Goodman went after it. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Karros at third. Carrig is at second for the Rockies. Gasser's 1-1. Missed inside. Fastball at 93. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Goodman 1 for 2 yesterday, drove in a run. 31 home runs on the season. This is one of the most dangerous hitters in the National League right now. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got a fastball by him at 93. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now, the one thing you can do with Hunter Goodman is you can strike him out. When he puts the ball in play, there's a good chance there's going to be some damage behind it, but he also will strike out a lot, and a strikeout is exactly what Gasser could use right here. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Goodman. The pitch, and he went upstairs. He didn't chase the fastball at 94, and the count is full. It is 3 balls and 2 strikes. You've got the dangerous TJ Rumfield in the on-deck circle for the Rockies. And again, nobody out here. Rockies with runners at second and third. Brewers lead it 2-0 here in the top of the 4th. Gasser's 3-2 pitch is a broken bat flare into shallow left center. It's going to drop in there in the Bermuda Triangle for a base hit. This is going to score 1 run. Here comes the throw to the plate. Not in time. Now the throw to second, and not in time. So Karros and Carrig score, and then hustling into second on the throw is Goodman. It'll be a 2-run single for Goodman. He takes second on the throw home, and the Rockies have tied it at 2. Brewers holding things up to see if they want to challenge the play at second. Pat Murphy has not decided yet, and they will not. And that's some tough luck for Robert Gasser. Think about this inning so far. Had the base hit at 80 miles an hour. Then a double that was hit at 93 miles an hour. A ground ball hugging the line. And now a little flare into center at 70 miles an hour off the bat. And I'm not so sure the Brewers didn't get Goodman sliding into second. That was a very close play at second. It almost looked like Terang got the tag to him, maybe before the left hand got to the bag, but the Brewers probably feeling like it wasn't obvious enough to challenge it. So Chris Hook is out there for a mound visit to talk with Gasser and Contreras. And let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Brewers Radio Network. With Jeff Levering and Kent Sommerfeld, Lane Grindle with you. It's a 2-2 ball game here, top of the fourth inning. Runner at second and nobody out. Now TJ Rumfield is the batter. The first pitch from Gasser is a two-hopper to the shortstop. Pratt gets around it, throws to first in time, and the runner stays put at second base. That's Goodman. There's one away. So a nice play by Cooper Pratt. Rockies, after falling behind 2-0, have fought back to tie this game up, and now Gasser just trying to limit the damage to these 2 runs here in this top of the fourth. Willie Castro's now the batter. Castro popped up to end the second inning. He's 0 for 1 today. Gasser's pitch is a fly ball into right. Playable for Lara, backpedaling a couple of steps, now makes the catch, and no tag from Goodman. He stays put at second. Lara made a good throw to the cutoff man, Cooper Pratt. And now there's 2 away. So another quick out for Gasser as well. And now he's an out away from getting out of this inning with no further damage. Braxton Fulford will be the batter for the Rockies. Rockies with 3 hits in this inning. And again, 2 of them very soft contact. Gasser looks at second of the pitch. This is popped up foul and out of play first base side. And it's 0-1. Brewers honored Sergeant Chris Flanagan and his wife, retired Senior Master Sergeant Amanda Flanagan, both vets of the U.S. Air Force. Chris, 12 years and 2 deployments. Amanda, 23 years and 4 deployments. 0-1 is popped up. Foul territory, first base side. That'll find the seats. Lands about 4 rows deep, but it's no balls and 2 strikes. Both retired in 2024. Thank you to Sergeant Chris Flanagan and Master Sergeant Amanda Flanagan for their service to our great country. Retired veterans can turn to Network Health for affordable and reliable health plans tailored to meet your needs. Find the coverage you need and health plan experience you want with Network Health. Learn more at networkhealth.com/veterans. The 0-2 to Fulford is a little high, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2-2 ball game here in the top of the fourth inning. Gasser out of the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. This one is lifted in the air, right center field and deep, but playable. Back on it is Lara. A couple of steps in front of the warning track. Makes the catch. And the inning is over. So after the first 3 reach via hits and 2 runs score, Gasser retires the next 3.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with a baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out, kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. Yeah. That's the most important one.
I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
For the first 2 months of the season, San Diego's dynamic showman, Fernando Tatis Jr., has experienced, well, let's just call it a power outage. One of the game's most electric players had gone 55 consecutive games and more than 200 at-bats without a home run. That all changed last Saturday against the Nats. In the top of the 5th, Tatis faked a bunt on the first pitch, but on the next pitch, he unleashed. Like, really unleashed, crushing the ball 451 feet.
Home run number 1 of 2026 for Fernando Tatis Jr.
It was his longest home run since 2021 and capped a 6-game stretch in which he had 13 hits and raised his batting average by 24 points.
Enjoy the ride, Fernando.
With the home run monkey off his back, let's see if El Nino can turn the tide and add the power surge the Padres will need to keep pace with the Dodgers in the NL West.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Park or your local grocery store. Carbless. Less is more.
It's a 2-2 ball game. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. William Contreras to lead things off for the Brewers. Contreras, Bowers, and Mitchell scheduled to hit against Feltner here. A guy that has had the Brewers' numbers over the years. First offering to Contreras. He is over with a strike on a curveball, and it's 0-1. The Cooper Pratt home run in the 2nd inning. The first home run the Brewers have ever hit against Feltner. This is his 7th start against the Crew. They saw him back in June in Denver. A 1 is swung on and fouled straight back into the net. No balls and 2 strikes. In his career, a 1-1 record with a 2.67 ERA, 33 2/3 innings against the Crew, just 10 earned runs allowed. That tells part of the story. 0-2 is high, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Told you he had not allowed a home run before tonight. And his last 4 starts against the Brewers, going back to 2024, 23 innings, just 4 earned runs allowed, a 1.57 ERA. So Brewers have gotten to him a little bit here tonight. 1-2. He is a called third strike. It's challenged by Contreras, though.
The batter is challenging the strike call.
And he's going to lose it. This one is going to be a strike, and William is going to be a strikeout victim. And he is headed back to the dugout. I think he already knows.
The pitch is a strike. It is strike 3. Milwaukee has 1 challenge remaining.
So William strikes out looking. Challenge is brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. And the Brewers and the Rockies both now down to just 1 ABS challenge remaining. 1 away for Jake Bowers. Feltner out of the windup, brings home the pitch. And the curveball swung on and fouled straight back. And it's 0-1. Reminder from Schneider and their professional truck drivers, distracted driving puts everyone at risk. Stay focused and drive safe, and don't leave your blinkers on. The 0-1. Bowers took low with a changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-2 ball game. Rockies have out-hit the Brewers 4-3 so far in this contest. Still very early in this one. A lot of baseball left. 1-1. He is a liner into center. That's down for a base hit for Jake Bowers. So he has reached for the 2nd time tonight. He walked back in the 2nd and came around and scored. 2nd hit of the series for Jake. Brewers would like to get him going again. Had that great first half. Has struggled a little bit out of the gates here in the 2nd half. But he's aboard with 1 out now for Garrett Mitchell. Mitchell's 0 for his last 12. He's had such a hot stretch, really going back to early May. First offering to him is a fly ball center field. Carrick is back at the track at the wall. Makes the catch 1 step in front of the wall in about the deepest part of the ballpark, out in front of the T-Mobile sign out there. And that is the 2nd out of the inning. Garrett hit it well. 101 off the bat, but to the wrong part of the park. 2 down for Luis Lara, who drove in the first run of this game, a sac fly to right, back in the 2nd inning. Again, Bowers at first with 2 outs here. Lara steps in the box. Disengagement used by Feltner. Here's the pitch. Missed inside, and it's 1-0. Bowers, of course, stole a bag on Feltner back in that 2nd inning. He is dancing off of first base, trying to distract Feltner any way he can right now. Being held on over there by Rumfield. The pitch, chopped foul off the foot of Lara, or at least the lower leg area. He went down in a heap, but he pops right back up and seems to be okay. 1 ball and 1 strike on Luis. Cooper Pratt is in the on-deck circle. There's a slider down and in, and got him in the back knee. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch. Missed inside with the changeup. That's a good take by Lara. 2-1 on Luis. Brewers trying to just at least extend this inning a little bit on Feltner. He's up over 50 pitches. This will be number 53 that he's about to unfurl to Lara. The 2-1, and this is a liner into left center field. That's down for a base hit. Bauer's big turn at second, then puts on the brakes. And the Brewers have first and second. A couple of hits against Feltner here in this 4th inning. And here's Cooper Pratt, who's homered twice on this homestand, twice this week for Cooper Pratt, and homered back in that 2nd inning. His 2nd career home run. Brewers about to finish 2 times through against Feltner here. They've had some good swings. The Brewers with 5 hits already tonight. They have a big swing in them here in this 4th. First and second for the Crew and 2 away. First pitch to Pratt. He is in there for a strike on a sinking fastball at 95. And it's 0-1. Tied at 2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Feltner out of the stretch. The 0-1. And a ground ball right side off the glove of the second baseman Castro. It trickles into right field. Around third. And scoring is Bowers. On his way to third is Lara. Cooper Pratt drives in his 2nd of the night, and the Brewers take a 3-2 lead. An RBI single for Cooper Pratt, his 10th RBI of the season, and the Brewers have him on the corners, and 2 outs now for David Hamilton. A slider away, and Cooper has shown us in his first month plus in the big leagues that he can go with that pitch to the other side of the field, and he hit it hard enough that it got off the glove of Castro and trickled into right. So the Brewers back out in front, and here's Hamilton, who hit it hard, but the ballpark held it on a fly ball to center back in the 2nd inning. A swing and a miss at a slider, and it's 0-1. Still an opportunity to give yourself a little bit more margin for error here through the middle innings. If David Hamilton can come through, and you've got Yelich in the on-deck circle, if Hamilton can extend this inning on Feltner. Feltner out of the stretch here. And now we'll step off and throw to first. And back in time is Pratt. That's the other thing. You've got pretty good speed on the base paths with this 1st and 3rd 2-out situation. Pretty good chance that Pratt might be on the move here at some point during this at-bat. The 0-1. And Hamilton took down and away with a changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hamilton's 2nd game back off the injured list. Activated yesterday. There goes the runner. The 1-1 is sprayed foul back behind home plate and out of play. And it's 1-2 on Hamilton. Pratt had a big jump. That pitch was a middle slider. Hamilton went after it and fouled it off. So now 2 strikes against him here. Brewers have pushed a run across in the bottom of the 4th to jump back out in front 3-2. Fulford out in front of home plate to roll through the signs with the infield. And now back in the crouch. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Hamilton. Feltner lifts the leg of the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a changeup. And the inning is over, but the Brewers get a clutch 2-out hit from Cooper Pratt to drive in Bowers. And the Crew leads it 3-2 as we head to the 5th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Miller. Rays now chasing a 2-1 deficit as Johnny DeLuca comes up.
Hey, there's a shot. Well tagged off the bat of DeLuca. That baby is gone. And the Rays tie this on one swing of the bat from Johnny DeLuca. A rocket shot. It sounded good, looked even better.
That cleared the bullpen and went up into the second deck.
438 feet, longest shot for DeLuca in his career.
Not a smidge of doubt. That ball was absolutely mashed.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
With a 3-2 lead. And back in with the play-by-play, here's Jeff Levering.
Thanks, Lane. Robert Gasser back with that advantage by a run. Faces Tyler Freeman. And then Ezekiel Tovar and Jake McCarthy. Freeman today bounced back to the mound. 0 for 1. And the first offering, a bunt attempt, and he pulled it back, took a strike. 1-1 on Freeman, 252 for him. He's 0 for 3 thus far in this series. Gasser's one-strike pitch is a ball off the inside corner. Freeman, right-handed hitter, waits on Gasser. 1-1 coming back. It's down and in with a sweeper. 2 balls and a strike. Looking to put up a 0 in this 5th inning after his offense gave him a run in the bottom half of the 4th. Gasser throws and a line drive back up the middle. Base hit for Tyler Freeman. Opens this inning with a base hit. Leadoff man is on for the second straight inning for Colorado. Brings up Ezekiel Tovar. He singled back in the 3rd inning. 3-2 Brewers. They lead the Rockies. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight on this Saturday. Had a day game yesterday, 3:10. The alumni game afterwards. The evening game tonight. Day game tomorrow. And then out to the West Coast. Brewers go to San Francisco and Anaheim. 2 teams playing against each other, as a matter of fact, right now, as Tovar squares around, pulls it back, and takes the ball outside. 1-0. So thanks for taking us along with you tonight. Whatever you may be doing, long Saturday, weather's been great. Maybe you're on your way back from dinner and checking us out on the radio. We appreciate you. The 1-0 pitch is a bunt attempt. It's back to the mound. Gasser has it and throws in time to get Tovar. Bowers with a good stretch, and the hamstrings are a little tight just looking at that stretch. Bowers showing off his flexibility, his sacrifice for Ezekiel Tovar. 1-3 on the sacrifice. Now it's McCarthy. McCarthy's grounded out, struck out, and he takes a sweeper for strike 1. McCarthy on a 10-game hitting streak. He's got 19 RBIs this month. Gasser at 63 pitches. Been very efficient with his pitch counts thus far. Rockies are very aggressive at the plate. Here's the 0-1. Down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gasser's pitch. McCarthy looked at a ball low. Contreras considered challenging. Opted against it. Tying run in scoring position for Colorado. Top half of inning number 5. Gasser looks long at second base. McCarthy drives one towards right. Lara back. Lara there makes the catch with a leap. Fires it into Terang. Staying put at second base is Freeman. There's that Gold Glover. Luis Lara got a great jump on that ball into the gap, and with a mini leap, took an extra base hit off the board for Jake McCarthy. It saves a run for the time being. Ball's hit hard by McCarthy. Great read by Lara. Is getting better and better by the day out in right field. He was challenged yesterday on a ball that fell in the first inning by Pat Murphy, saying that ball's got to be caught. And he's right. It should be caught. Especially the guy with Lara's speed, as that one's inside on Caros. And a base hit to center field back in the first inning. Lara making a nice play. He's going to get some time out there in right while Sal Frelick is on the mend. Pitches away from Gasser to Caros. Vibe check, a cooler full of Vizzy Hard Seltzer. That's a big vibe. Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Seltzer that passes the vibe check. Here's the 2-0. Bouncer foul. 2 balls and a strike on Kyle Caros. A lot going on in the Milwaukee area this weekend. Got the air show going on over by the lakefront. Great day to get out there and go for a walk and come out and watch the ball game tonight. 2-1 on Caros. Wide open stance from the right side. The pitch. Swinging a line drive caught by Hamilton at third base on the fly. The inning ends. Base hit, man stranded in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Top of the order coming up for the Brewers. They lead at 3-2 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
This is a good one right here. The Padres. Little pinstripe unis. We would wear these every Thursday. When I kept it, I wanted to keep it all dirty. I always felt like if you didn't get dirty in a baseball game, you kind of didn't really play that day. So I had my pine tar there, a little dirt in the front side of it, but the brown and orange, really cool cleats. All the fans really enjoyed it as much as the players did.
The 10-time All-Star Chris Sale, he is having another fantastic season. And Sale starts his day off with a strikeout.
And not surprising at all here, the opportunity to get some chase with Fernando Tatis Jr. and that slider that is down. Very typical for Chris Sale.
Wow. Great start for Sale. He got Tatis and Rengifo. He was way off balance there.
Feels like it'll be a day for hitters where they're going to try to be aggressive, but not always a good idea against Chris Sale.
Tatis breaks for the plate and then stops halfway down the third baseline. Sale, unfazed, kicks and brings a 2-2, and he strikes out Machado. Showed him a really good slider to end the top of the second, but a lot more bullets fired that inning than Chris feels like he should have fired.
This would be strikeout number 9 for Sale. There it is.
And not surprising on that slider, back foot right down, perfectly located to get the swing over the top from Xander Bogaerts.
Digs in to face Ryan Feltner. Brewers lead at 3-2 in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Yelich has flied to the wall and left and bounced to short 0 for 2. 3 runs on 6 hits for the Brewers as Feltner throws strike 1 with a slider on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A couple of runs on 5 hits for the Rockies. Each team has stranded 3. 0-1. Yelich looked at a breaking ball low and in the dirt. Ball and a strike. Thick, juicy Usinger brat. That sounds pretty good right about now. Lather it up with some Pine River cheese spread. No need for sauce when you got Pine River. Yelich swings and misses at a curveball. It's 1-2. Of course, you got to cleanse your palate with the fresh taste of Cedar Crest ice cream and custard. Who's hungry? 1-2 is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Feltner spinning out of that delivery. Wind up and 2-2 coming to Yelich. High again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Churio to follow, and then Bryce Terang. Feltner's payoff. Popped up, shallow center, sinking fast. Carrick is going to try and catch it. Can't. Rolls over. Ball pops out of his glove. It's a double for Yelich. Leadoff man is on to start the 5th inning. $75 for the MAC Fund, courtesy of West Bend, the Silver Lining. That double by Yelich. Put his head down, never stopped. Carrick had it in his glove, and then when he went to the ground, the ball popped out. Man in scoring position for Jackson Churio. Churio singled, and he's grounded out. 1 out of 2 for Jackson. Pitch, drive down the right field line, slicing foul and into the 3rd deck. Youngster came away with that souvenir. Here's the 0-1. Instead, Feltner steps off the back of the rubber. Pitch, swing and a miss. Big cut from Jackson Churio. He's trying to hit that one to the air show. 2 strikes to nothing. The Brewers have had a man on in every inning but the 3rd. They went 1-2-3 that frame. 7 hits now against Feltner. Again, last time out, gave up 8 runs in just 2 1/3 innings against the Reds. 2-strike pitch. Chopper foul, 3rd base side. For whatever reason, Feltner becomes Greg Maddux when he faces the Brewers. He's been tough, and the Brewers have got 3 runs against him already. Looking for more. 0-2. Skips in the dirt. Yelich did not have a clean read. Ball did not skip too far away from Braxton Fulford, the catcher. Did not get out of the catcher's circle. Yelich, instead of trying to get to 3rd base, no reason to risk it. Can't make that first or final out at 3rd base. Can't do it. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Hanging slider, and Churio strikes out. 4th strikeout for Feltner. Bryce Terang, a bunt base hit in the 1st inning and struck out in the 3rd. Action in the Brewers bullpen. Chad Patrick was loosening last half inning. Pitch to Terang is a high strike. Change up from Feltner. Immediately arched his back as if he should have challenged it, and he should have. He would have won it, but with only 1 challenge left in the 5th inning, take the strike and move on. The 0-1. Up high, pops away from Fulford, but not too far. 1 ball and 1 strike. We've seen some wayward pitches from Feltner tonight. Feltner with 5 on the pitch timer, sets and throws. Down low and in the dirt. Skipped up again by Fulford. 3 straight changeups to Bryce Terang. The last 2 have been very poor, to say the least. Contreras on deck. Big run out there at second base, and Yelich led off the inning with a double. 2-1. Fly ball foul. I think Terang wants that one back. Just a hair late getting the barrel to that baseball. 2-2. And the runner goes to third. Yelich is going to be tagged out. Thought he had Feltner timed up, but Feltner took an extra beat, stepped off as Yelich took off for third base, and he is caught stealing. Goes 1-5 on the pickoff and caught stealing. You don't see that very often. Christian Yelich, it feels like, is almost perfect on the base pass. Feltner had been pretty on time with everything, with what he was doing. And the pitch is a flare into the shallow center. Carrick got a late break. Carrick dives and comes up with a catch. Well, an inning that could have been something turns out to be nothing. We go to the 6th inning. 3-2 Brewers on the Brewers Radio Network. Presented by American Family Insurance.
Save big money at Menards. College move-in is just around the corner. And Menards has great deals on all the essentials, like storage
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Robert Gasser climbs the hill again. Gets to work in the 6th inning. Cole Carrig, Hunter Goodman, TJ Rumfield. Chad Patrick loosening again in the Brewers bullpen. Carrig a double his last time up in the 4th inning. Scored on the 2-run single by Hunter Goodman. Takes the strike, and it's 0-1. Not a bad pitch count for Gasser. That was pitch number 71. Third time through, though, against Gasser. Fly ball into shallow right for Lara. Carrick did not like the result of that swing. He's out. Hunter Goodman climbing up. 2 outs, 2-run single, I should say, in the 4th inning. 1 away in this inning. You can make tailgating easy this season by picking up the George Webb Double Play Meal Deal on your way to the game. 7 cheeseburgers, 2 orders of fries, just $17.99. It's the perfect pregame meal for hungry baseball fans. Gasser throws and misses outside with a sweeper. 1 ball, no strikes. The bullpen is quiet now for Colorado. Mejia was loosening last half inning. Feltner has made it through 5. It's allowed just the 3 runs on 7 hits. Gasser's 1-0 pitch. Foul just to our right. Make a play. Ooh, on the ricochet. Hope everybody's okay. Had some fuzz on it. Ball and a strike on Goodman. Gasser's pitch popped up foul, almost the same spot. Ends up hitting the ribbon board and then into the hands of a Rockies fan wearing a Dante Bichette jersey. One of the OG Rockies. The Blake Street Bombers. Bichette, Ellis Burks, Andres Galarraga, Larry Walker, Vinny Casilla. 1-2. Goodman looked at strike 3. Another strikeout for Gasser. It's his 4th. Ortho ASAP strikeout. TJ Rumfield will be the hitter. A couple of 6-3 ground outs for Rumfield. 3-2 Brewers in the 6th. Pitch to Rumfield. Popped him up. Gasser calling for it. Gasser makes the catch in foul territory in the third base side. It's a 1-2-3, 6th inning. Contreras, Bowers, and Mitchell due up, leading 3-2 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Now let's check out some plays from the field that only a mother could love.
Thank you to all the mothers out there. We love you.
Too sweet. Nicely done with the sign.
Vientos is not going to want this on his highlight reel, I'll tell you that.
Some just don't know how to catch them.
Hubba bubba and bubba.
Look at him smelling his bat. Hitters are funny. Now he's talking to him.
Then Peters has some problem.
Heads up. Man alive.
Look, Mom, check out these top defensive plays.
Adele leaping, and he makes the catch.
He's unreal.
One of his patented run-saving miracles.
Welcome to the show, kid.
Put a star on that for Jarvis. Picked it right off the top of the grass. It was a snow cone.
That was sensational. Spectacular play by the Padres' first baseman.
He jumps and he makes the catch. P-Crow, awesome. Ryan Waldschmidt with a diving catch. What a catch by Eli White.
How about that?
Wow. Old school D-backs jersey. This is our alternate jersey that we wore on Saturdays. I was the first team to wear the new colors. They called it Sedona Red. Don't mess up that color. Every time I wore this jersey, I would wear the high socks, black jersey, black hat. I just thought it was a really smooth look, and this is one that I'll never forget.
Brewers with a 3-2 lead, looking to add to it against Feltner. Contreras is hit into a double play and struck out looking. 6th inning is the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning. Our contestant tonight is Kurt Meunier from Neenah. Kurt will win a gift card jackpot of $50 if a member of the crew hits a home run in the inning. $100 will be added to the total for each additional home run this inning. Visit any participating Woodman's store to enter. Service and savings, that's Woodman's. Feltner's pitch is fouled away by Contreras. Got a hanging slider, fouled it away. Is he related to the American Family Field Pigeon? I don't know. I'm just giving that a shot with the name. The 0-1. Chopper, third base side. Tough play. Caros picks, throws late. Base hit for Contreras. Leadoff man is on for a second straight inning. Kurt Meunier is what I'm going with. Meunier. Or is it Meunier? Meunier?
That could be that.
Could be.
You said Meunier?
I did.
I think that's probably the clubhouse leader.
N-I-E-R in French is Nier, right? I didn't take French. I took Spanish. It's not helping me in this situation. If only somebody was a fluent French speaker out there. That's down and A. Down and in, I should say. See, I'm in Migné. Migné. Down in Migné. M-U-E-N-I-E-R. Migné. Maybe?
Dial it in, meow.
I don't know. They're from Nina. Anybody up there want to let us know? That's a strike. Anybody know Kurt? Hey, everybody up in Nina.
I'm going with Migné. Or Mounier.
Mounier? Could be.
Mounier?
Here's the 1-1. Bowers swings and misses out in front of the changeup. 1 ball and 2 strikes. You know who's up in Nina is Brian Butch. I wonder if Brian Butch knows Kurt. Give us a call.
You know what it means in French?
M-E-U-N-I-E-R. What's it mean?
Miller.
No way.
Like
so
somebody
Kurt
who operates a grain mill.
Kurt Miller. That's easier. The 1-2. Down and in. Held up on a slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm telling you, this has to be Migné. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't at all. Meunier? Here's the 2-2. There's a ground ball left side, base hit by Bowers. Kent, would you say that one more time for me? Meunier. Meunier is what he is saying. And what did you say it rhymes with? No, just tell me what it rhymes with again. Run day or sun play? Not Sunday, but sun play. Sun play or run day. Today was a run day for me. I went for a run. It was a run day. Like Kurt Meunier. I'm so confused. My God. What is happening? Somebody in Nina call
I just
us.
may.
Hey, by the way, there's a pitching change.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Got to get yourself ready.
Yes, there are hugs, and then there's that.
Now, what is that? What is the purpose of that?
It's an anemometer. It measures wind speed.
So that's good.
But it looks like a fidget spinner.
Meanwhile, on the Cove, it just looks like too much fun.
It was so routine, he took his eye off.
You got to come up with this play. You got to. You're right there. You had 2 hands. He looked it in. Oh.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
With Plus Pay, hit Premier status and unlock even more. So what are you waiting for? Download the Club Sicko today and you're good to go. Savings good up to 30 gallons only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Juan Mejia is the new pitcher for the Colorado Rockies. Nobody out. 2 men on. Bottom of the 6th inning. Brewers leading at 3-2. 42nd appearance. A .540 earned run average. Faces Garrett Mitchell. Corners playing in. The pitch to Mitchell is a ball off the outside corner. 1 ball and no strikes. Mitchell trying to put a charge into one. He's 0 for 2. The pitch is off the inside corner. 2 balls, no strikes. Mejia, hard thrower. Last fastball at 97. Still hoping for a homer for our guy Kurt up north there in Neenah. 2-0 pitch is low. 3 balls, no strikes. Kurt Meunier.
I think we got it now. I think we're on it.
Rhymes with sun play. Certainly not Sunday. Here's the 3-0 to Garrett Mitchell. And he walked it. 4 straight, and they are loaded. Sacks are packed for Luis Lara. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin walk. And the pitching coach, after 4 straight pitches out of the strike zone, is coming out. Alan Leishman is coming out to chat. Mound Visit brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Wall-to-wall screens, elite dining, over 95 kiosks. Fans dream. Potawatomi Sportsbook, become a legend. Nowhere to put Luis Lara. He's got a base hit and a sacrifice fly today. And the Brewers are set up for a big inning. 6 really good innings from Robert Gasser, by the way. 77 pitches. Gives up just the 2 runs, a quality start. Mejia faces Luis Lara with the bases loaded. Picked up his 3rd big league RBI today. His first 2 came in his first big league start. First big league hit. Drove in a couple of runs. Here's the pitch, and it is wide, ball 1. Bags are full of Brewers. 5 straight out of the zone from Mejia to open up this appearance. Mejia at the belt, pitch home. That's a strike. Got to take one if you're Lara. After 5 straight out of the zone, count is activated. One from Mejia. Outside. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch. Fly ball, shallow left. Sinking down. And it gets by McCarthy. Here comes Bowers. He scores. Lara drives in a pair. It will at least be a single and an RBI. But they will give Lara a double and give him a pair of RBIs. $75 to the MAC Fund, courtesy of West Bend, the Silver Lining, and now the Brewers are really set up for a big inning. 7 and 8 hitters so far today for the Brewers have driven in all 5 runs. And Pratt hits with the infield up. Nobody out. The pitch is a breaking ball up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Pratt is homered and singled home a run. Big gap in left center as Aaron Ashby loosens for the Brewers. Infield up for the Rockies, the 1-0. Another big curveball, and it's a strike on the inside corner. 1-1 on Cooper Pratt. Having a good homestand, 7 out of 21. Righty-righty matchup, 1-1 pitch from Mejia. Jammed him foul right side. Fastball, good ride on it, up under his hands. 1-2. One-two pitch to Pratt. Slider fouled away. Good piece of hitting by Pratt to get a piece, foul it off, see another one. 5 runs on 10 hits for the Brewers. As Chad Patrick has joined Aaron Ashby again. Feels like Chad's thrown a whole game out there in the bullpen. Mejia to the plate. Laid off the breaking ball. They take 2 balls, 2 strikes. Close the book on Feltner. 5 runs, 9 hits in his 5+ innings. 2-2 to Pratt. Lined in the left center field. McCarthy there makes the catch. Tagging is Mitchell. He'll score, making it 6-2. Effective at bat from Cooper Pratt. He's got 3 RBIs. David Hamilton trying to join the hit party. He is the only Brewer that has not reached base today, either by hit or by walk. He has flied to deep center and struck out. Faces Juan Mejia. Barr still at second base. Pitch to Hamilton. Strike 1. Brewers and Rockies wrap up their series tomorrow. Jacob Mizorowski and Kyle Freeland. 1:10 start time. And the Brewers head out west. A 1 up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Delivery bunted, foul by Hamilton. Getting a handful of messages, by the way, in the text verse about our pronunciations. 1-2 line drive, base hit left field. Lara had to hold, make sure it wasn't caught. He'll be held at third base. So Hamilton, the final man who had yet to reach base safely for the Brewers, does so with a base hit to left. And our guy Kurt Minier is still on the hook in the home run inning for Christian Yelich coming up. 7th man to hit in the frame. Everybody chiming in.
we have difference of opinion?
No differences. All in agreement. More of just the enjoyment of our conversation. That's outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Tanner Gordon is now starting to play catch for the Rockies in their bullpen. 1-0 to Yelich. Line foul down the left field line.
You know, when we reference Ken Summerfeld all the time on the broadcast, ask him for help on things like that, the listeners can't actually hear him talk back to us. It's not quite Charlie Brown's teacher, but I feel like sometimes he's the Charlie Brown's teacher of this broadcast.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes he sounds like that.
That is true. I think there should be a sound effect when we ask him a question where it's just the actual audio Charlie Brown's teacher when he's answering us.
2-1 is fouled away by Yelich.
Or you could just do it. You're pretty good at sound effects and impersonations. It's kind of your job in this booth.
I did a blinker earlier.
Yeah, you did. What was the guy from Police Academy?
Jones.
Yeah.
He's also in Spaceballs. Winslow is the actor's name. Throw to first and back with a dive is Hamilton.
Talented.
Super talented. Did all the voices. He was the one running the radar in Spaceballs when they got jammed. We got jammed. He threw a big jar of jam at the satellite. 2-2 to Yelich. Swing and a miss. Yelich strikes out. Brings up Jackson Chourio. base hit in 3 tries. Runners on the corners, 2 away. Runner goes, it's high, no throw down to second. Lara draws a throw, it's into left. Lara will get up and score, and Hamilton ends up at third. It will be a stolen base for Hamilton, and then an E2 on Fulford. Ball that was thrown to Karros at third base was too high, went off his glove and into left. And Brewers add another run on the E2. Pitch, a ground ball hit to third. Karros has it. And throws out Churio. 8 men come to the plate. The Brewers score 4 times. They've got a 7-2 lead as we go to the 7th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. The Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get thrown, driving a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one headed for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got out there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, "You see that?"
I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Chad Patrick is coming in for the Brewers with a play-by-play. Here's Lane.
All right, thank you very much, Jeff. Brewers in control right now. And trying to even up this series here tonight. And then set up a Miz Day tomorrow here at American Family Field. Hopefully going for a series victory. Willie Castro will lead things off for the Rockies. The switch hitter up there, lefty against Chad Patrick, who takes over on the mound for the Crew. And the first pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. So 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs allowed for Gasser tonight. No walks and 4 strikeouts. The no walks, that's the big one in that column for Robert Gasser. The pitch is in there for a strike on a cutter from Patrick. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. And Castro will call timeout and step out of the box. Castro tonight 0 for 2. He's popped up. And he's flied out to right. Patrick from the first base side of the rubber, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball past him in 96. And an ortho ASAP strikeout for Chad Patrick to start up this outing here tonight. Don't strike out. Get back to the active lifestyle you want at ortho ASAP. See a specialist today at orthowisconsin.com. So here is Braxton. No, it'll be Brett Sullivan to pinch hit here. Look at the lefty backup catcher in there. The one-time member of the Brewers organization, Brett Sullivan. He He's going to hit for Braxton Fulford here. Patrick's first offering is fouled out of play. Third base side, it's 0-1. 7-2 Milwaukee. Looking for win number 65 on the year. Patrick out of the stretch, the 0-1 to Sullivan. That missed down and in. And it's a ball and a strike. Our attendance tonight, 34,328 at American Family Field. 1-1. That nailed the outside edge. Four-seamer at 97 miles an hour from Chad Patrick. Boy, the Velos look good tonight again for Patrick. Yeah, good crowd here tonight on a very pleasant night to sit here at the ballpark and take in the Brewers right now, enjoying a 7-2 lead. Pitch is a touch inside. It's going to be challenged by Contreras.
The catcher is challenging the ball call.
This is going to be very close. This was a sinker at 97, and we're going to wait and see what it says on the board. Oh!
The pitch is the ball. The count is 2-2. Milwaukee has no challengers remaining.
I mean, it can't get any closer than that one. Less than a tenth of an inch, and I mean less than a tenth of a tenth of a tenth of a tenth of an inch.
Index card. That's a Gene Steratore.
That is, I mean, I don't think we've seen anything closer than that because it's not possible. When they put it up on the board, it said ball, and I was kind of like, oh, really? And then once it zoomed in, you saw it just barely. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Sullivan. Brewers now out of challenges. The pitch popped him up. This one into shallow left. Hamilton, the third baseman, going out there in fair territory, makes the catch in shallow left. And there's 2 outs. And before Tyler Freeman hits, 10 for ID on the Brewers Radio Network. With Jeff Levering and Kent Sommerfeld, Lane Grindle with you here tonight from American Family Field. 7-2, Brewers leading it here in the top of the 7th inning. Tyler Freeman is the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Chad Patrick working out of the stretch, brings home the first pitch, and Freeman takes low with a cutter. It's 1-0. The crew's been around since 1970. Habish, and Rotier, even longer. If you're injured in an accident, call the firm Wisconsinites have trusted for over 95 years. Lance McCullers getting loose in the Brewers pen as Freeman skies one high in the air but foul. Back behind home plate, now to play. And it goes to 1 ball and 1 strike on Freeman. McCullers just starting to play catch out there in the Brewers pen. Here's the 1-1. That one's fouled out of play, first base side. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tanner Gordon is getting loose for the Rockies in their bullpen, the right-hander. Patrick's 1-2 to Freeman. He is a bouncer to third. A couple of hops out to Hamilton, pats the glove, throws across in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Chad Patrick in the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of 7. Brewers lead at 7-2 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Smarty. Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
I'm Jonathan Nahum, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games. Just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning here at American Family Field. A 7-2 Brewers lead. The 7th inning stretch sponsored by IslandResortGolf.com. Escape to the Island Resort and Casino, where championship golf, relaxing spa treatments, great dining, and casino excitement create the perfect summer getaway. Bryce Terang leads off against Tanner Gordon, who takes over on the mound for Colorado. A North Shore adult diaper pitching change for the Rockies. Gordon's first offering to Terang is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. One missed outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Terang 1 for 3 tonight. Has 4 hits in this series so far. And the pitch, that's in there for a strike on a changeup at the bottom of the zone. And it's 1-2. One-two pitch to Terang, and he took low. Fastball at 95. It's even out 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brewers solved the Ryan Feltner riddle tonight. They got to him for 5 runs over 5+ innings tonight. Terang, a liner down the right field line. This is going to be extra bases for Bryce. It's rolling into the corner before it's cut off by Freeman, and Bryce jogging into second with a double. $75 to the MAC Fund, courtesy of West Spin, the silver lining. Terang with that beautiful swing, just sticking the bat out there and getting out in front of a changeup and pulling it down the right field line. His 25th double of the season. And a 2-for-4 night for Bryce after a 3-for-4 yesterday. And now here's William Contreras. And the Rockies had to go to the bullpen again, and North Shore adult diaper pitching change to bring Gordon in here. Sometimes you need a change for even the heaviest control problems. Visit NorthShore.com. First pitch to Contreras. Swung on and fouled back into the net. It's 0-1. Even in the Rockies, where it's a little lighter air, still need the North Shore adult diapers. No balls and 1 strike on Contreras. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on Contreras. Had that infield single back in the 5th. He was due that. He's hit some balls hard in this series and not always been rewarded for it. He does have 3 hits in the series so far for Contreras. Brewers trying to take advantage of this leadoff double from Terang. The 0-2. And Gordon got him looking, and he wanted to challenge it, but he doesn't have any challenges. And it would have been a ball. It would have been up and out just slightly, but instead Contreras is a strikeout victim. He strikes out looking, and Jake Bowers will be the batter. Brewers with a 7-2 lead. Again, McCullers still getting loose in the bullpen, so one would imagine he'll take over in the 8th for the Brewers. First offering from Gordon to Bowers, missed low with a curveball. It's 1-0. Brewers trying to get back in the win column and try to keep that 6-game lead on the Cubs, who are all over the Pirates tonight. That was a Paul Skeen start, and it's 10-0 Chicago as Bowers takes a strike on the outside edge. It's 1-1. That game's in the top of the 8th inning. We drive around the league. It is Presented by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. Gordon's 1-1. That missed outside. The changeup. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. St. Louis all over the Reds in St. Louis tonight. 7-0. That game's in the bottom of the 7th. Not a lot of competitive games in the NL Central tonight. 2-1. And Bowers hits it foul back behind home plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. That Cubs and Pirates game, the Cubs with 3 in the 5th. It was 0-0 going into the 5th. 3 in the 5th, 5 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, and they added 1 to the 8th. 2-2. Bowers took a called third strike on the outside edge. He didn't agree, but again, nothing he can do about it. And back-to-back strikeouts looking for Gordon after the leadoff double from Terang, and it'll be up to Garrett Mitchell here in the bottom of the 7th. Skeens went 5 1/3, ended up giving up 5 runs, 2 walks and 11 strikeouts. Skeens' ERA is up to 3.65. I don't know that I ever thought we'd see his ERA that high. It's respectable, but that's not what we expect from Paul Skeens. First offering to Mitchell, swing and a miss. Went after a top rail fastball at 94. It's 0-1. Pete Crow Armstrong homered in that game, his 23rd of the year. He also has 2 doubles in that game. 4 for 5 with 3 driven in. Here's the 0-1 to Mitchell. Swing and a miss over the top of a changeup, and it's 0-2. Runner at second and 2 down here, bottom of the 7th. It's a 7-2 Brewers lead. Gordon working out of the stretch from the third base side of the rubber. Looks back at Terang and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Went after an elevated fastball at 95 and came up empty. And after giving up the leadoff double, Gordon comes back and strikes out the next 3 Brewers. We go to the 8th inning. It's 7-2 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Max Muncy with his 3rd go-ahead homer of the road trip. 229th as a Dodger. Moving past Ron Say.
Welcome back, Max Fried. 7 strikeouts in 5 scoreless economical innings.
What a huge lift for the Yankees to see him come back and do that.
He's done it again. Just about every time you need him to come up big, he does.
The 34 home runs makes Jordan the major league leader, 1 more than Kyle Schwarber.
And this incredible magic carpet ride continues. The Red Sox win their 15th in a row to tie the all-time franchise record.
That ball's gone. 317. Salvador Perez ties George Brett for the most home runs in franchise history.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Lance McCullers Jr. takes over on the mound for the Brewers, and back to call it and take you the rest of the way home. Here's Jeff Levering.
I'm here, bud. Thank you. Ezekiel Tovar leads it off against McCullers. Second appearance with the Brewers. Was really good in his last appearance. It was against the Mets. It was Monday. Gave up a couple of runs in 3 innings. Was brilliant in his first 2 innings. Let's see if he can get the last 6 outs of this game. Tovar takes low, ball 1. Tovar sacrificing a single today, 1 for 1. Ground ball foul outside of third. 1-1 the count on Tovar, 34,328. Our announced attendance tonight. Final game of the homestand tomorrow afternoon, a 1:10 start time. And you get the Miz. It's down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Already beat the Rockies earlier this year. That was the game where he really asserted himself as the ace of this staff. He's already having a great year. The 2-1 is launched down the left field line, hooking foul for a long strike 2. But that was the game where he earned a lot of street credit with his manager, Pat Murphy. Twice in the 6th and 7th innings, Murph looked out at him and said, "You got this?" Miz both times said, "Yeah, I got it. Stay in the dugout." 2-2. Fouled away by Tovar. One of the great moments that we have seen on the field this year for the Brewers was that Mizorowski and Murphy showdown in Colorado. So he'll start against the Rockies tomorrow. The second start of the second half. 2-2 pitch. Way outside and back to the backstop. Change up from McCullers. Top of the order coming up next for Colorado with Jake McCarthy. Three-two from McCullers. Curveball popped him up. On the infield dirt. Cooper Pratt now onto the infield grass by a step. Makes the catch. And now it's McCarthy. Today's 8th inning brought to you by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council, representing 9,000 skilled union laborers throughout Wisconsin. Learn more at liunawisconsin.org and feel the power. McCarthy 0 for 3. And a fly ball to center. Back a few steps is Mitchell. 2 away. Eleven straight Rockies have been retired. The last base hit, the Tyler Freeman single to open up the 5th. Kyle Karros is the hitter. He's 1 for 3 today. McCullers looking for a quick inning. Got a chance to do it. He's only thrown 8 pitches in the inning. Karros takes inside with a breaking ball. 1 ball, no strikes on Kyle Karros. Baseball season means it's shandy season, baseball fans. Leinenkugel Summer Shandy, refreshing Weiss beer, natural lemonade flavor. Leinenkugel's flavor the moment. 1-0 to Karros. Backs up over the inside corner for a strike. Throw him a cutter. Cutter has taken on a new life form in a Brewers uniform. Surprise, surprise, getting himself into the car wash and coming out all buffed up and ready to go. That arsenal of pitches from McCullers. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper. That thing looked like a frisbee. That was nasty. What's the RPMs on that? Let's go back and check. Almost 3,000 RPMs. 1-2. Threw it again, but came up empty. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two to Karros. Missed with another sweeper. No problem throwing that thing consecutively. As Cole Carrig waits on deck. He'll hit from the left side of the plate against McCullers if he gets up there. It looks different than the old curveball that he threw in his Astros days, in the early days. It's still effective. 3-2 to Karros. McCullers sets, kicks, and throws. And it missed outside. Threw him 4 straight sweepers. And Karros draws the walk. Now Carrig. And that's outside. One ball, no strikes on Carrig. That's down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Would love to give an update on our home run inning contest back in the 6th inning. I got a note from our guy, Kurt.
Okay.
Kurt reached out.
Oh, nice.
Himself. So thanks, Kurt. With the correct pronunciation of his name. That is outside. 3 balls, no strikes. He still didn't win the contest, but at least we can get his name right.
Yeah.
It's Meanier. Meanier.
Meanier?
Yeah. Kurt Meanier. Meanier. M-E-A-N space Y-E-R. Kurt Meanier. Thank you, Kurt, for letting us know. That is outside for a ball. And it's back-to-back walks. Setting the stage for Hunter Goodman, and Pat Murphy less than thrilled with back-to-back 2-out walks. So Chris Hook's going to go out and chat with McCullers. He was 8 pitches into this inning and had 2 outs. And now he's walked back-to-back hitters, used 10 pitches to do it, and deals with one of the hottest hitters in Major League Baseball, 31 home runs. And Aaron Ashby starting to loosen again. Trip to the Mound brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Wall-to-wall screens, elite dining, over 95 kiosks. It's fans' dream. Potawatomi Sportsbook, become a legend. Kurt, thank you very much for emailing the program. We used to have a U.S. Cellular text the booth line. Right. That does not exist anymore. That would have been very helpful for this instance.
It would have been.
But we appreciate the email, Kurt. Thank you very much. Throws a breaking ball and it's fouled back by Good. 0-1. Oh, man, I was going to lose sleep over saying that name right or wrong, and Kent's description of sun play still is...
Which was wrong.
Still is killing me. It's also not right. The 0-1 for McCullers. Swing and a miss. Goodman was trying to hit that one a long way. I wish you could hear the things Kent says in our ears, folks. Thanks, Charlie Brown's teacher. Here's the 0-2 pitch from McCullers to Hunter Goodman. Miss low. Throw of a changeup, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chopper foul. Goodman stays alive. Threw him another changeup. Turning into a long inning again. Pat Murphy was hoping to get 2 innings from McCullers and call this thing a day, but a 22-pitch 8th inning, still not through it. May have to go to another arm in the 9th. We'll see. Trying to get through Goodman. 2 on for the Rockies. The 1-2. Just missed. And that's one where I think Contreras wants a challenge. Would have missed. It was close. Cutter right off the outside corner. That was close. 2-2 on Goodman. The pitch hit off the end of the bat, foul. Good sweeper from McCullers. 7-2 Brewers in the top of the 8th inning. Two coming back. Missed. Down low. Another breaking ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This could be the last batter for McCullers with Ashby ready and Runfield on deck. It is a 5-run lead for the Brewers. Don't want to be messing around too much with a 5-run lead against the team that has scored the most runs in the big league since June 1st. 3-2 pitch. Runners go. Swing. A lasher foul. Third base side. A changeup at 85, and Goodman way out in front. Goodman gives a lot of Josh Donaldson in his prime vibes. The way he swings the bat. 3-2 again. Runners will go. McCullers at the belt, and the pitch. High pop-up on the infield, right near the mound. It will be McCullers who makes the catch. And the inning is over. 2 left for the Rockies. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 7-2 Brewers on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Growing up in our house, Dad spent a lot of time talking about customers. After a big storm, he'd drop everything and take calls late into the evening. And if he told someone we would be there in the morning, we were there.
You've got to be very careful where you're going because you might not get there. But how exactly can you go from a yogi to a king to perfectos, the old professor, and pine tar? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998. Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
The rule was, can't be more than 18 inches of pine tar. Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
They might be going to call George Brett out. Well, he's out. Yes, Brett is out. Look at this.
Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
The 7 runs. The other run scored for the Brewers on an error. And Lara was the one that scored on the play. So it's been the Lara and Pratt show today against Colorado. Gordon threw strike 1. Now the 0-1 to Lara. Swing and a foul into the glove of catcher Sullivan. 0-2. Network Health been serving the health insurance needs of Wisconsin communities for over 40 years. Visit networkhealth.com today. Brewers could use some Network Health insurance runs. 2-strike pitch to Lara. Changeup hit foul. A couple of runs on 5 hits for Colorado. 7 runs on 12 hits for the Brewers. And the pitch is high on Lara. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, 2. Up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bullpen is quiet now for the Brewers. 2-2 coming. Lara takes away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch, and he walked him. So he's ahead 0-2 and ends up walking Lara, who is on for a 3rd time. He's had 3 really good at-bats. Walk brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Cooper Pratt has homered, singled, had a sacrifice fly, driven in 3, 2 for 2 overall on the day. Pitch to Pratt is a strike. As the boys of summer grind their way through another pennant chase, enjoy every inning with baseball's favorite comfort food. You know what that is, everybody. Usinger's sausage, of course. Nothing beats a 1-2-3 9th inning save, and nothing saves a tailgate party like an extra pack of Usinger's. Tossed to first and back is Lara. That was close. Warren Schaefer asking the umpires to hold up for a moment. Still holding, and they will not challenge. We got a thumbs down. Joaquin Phoenix and Gladiator, thumbs down. 0-1 is a strike. 0-2 on Cooper Pratt. Gordon, big, tall right-hander, throws home. And a ground ball to third. And it eats up Carroll's. Lara around second. He'll head to third, make it there. Karros was thinking about making the throw and forgot the most important piece, the baseball. More than likely an E5. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Another thumbs down.
Tigers coming out of the Coliseum right there.
Commodus is busy. Right? Wasn't that his name?
That's why I said Joaquin Phoenix. I wasn't sure on his name, his character's name. I just knew him as the bad guy. David Hamilton is the batter.
Commodus, it was.
It was Commodus. Runner goes. Throw to second base is late. Pratt steals second base. I should remember that because in the scene with Marcus Aurelius, where Commodus, I mean, no spoiler alert, takes him out.
Oh, Commodus, you've been a bad son.
1-0. It's a strike on David Hamilton.
Never heard anybody do a Marcus Aurelius before, but man, that was good.
It was not that good.
It was pretty good.
Oh, Commodus.
1-1 to Hamilton. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Also, Dumbledore from the first Harry Potter.
Yes.
One-two pitch. Up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You have not earned.
Commodus is not, do this for me because I'm not going to do it. Commodus is not a moral man. He cannot rule.
Cannot rule. Maximus has earned Rome.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Hamilton's gone on strike. Strikeout there by Gordon. Second and third still for Yelich with 1 out.
Your faults, see, I can't do it. Your faults as a son is my failure as a father.
Yours is so much better. I'm just embarrassed of myself.
Well, I mean, you're trying.
Put myself out there.
You did. How'd you feel? Did you feel better about yourself?
No, I didn't. I didn't feel good. From the beginning to the end, it felt bad. You're having all the fun.
I mean, I like to have fun. And sometimes I do voices. I do a great impression of a hot dog.
That is good.
You don't know that reference. You got that one?
No, I don't have that one.
Nah, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh.
Here's the pitch to Yelich. Swing and a miss. He was late. It's 0-1. That's more of a visual impression, though.
When he's interviewing.
Yeah. I do voices. I am job. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball center field, well struck. Carrick back, makes the catch on the warning track. Tagging and scoring is Lara. Pratt moves over to third. It's 8-2 on a sac fly by Yelich.
103 off the bat, Jeff. How many balls is Christian going to hit to the base of the wall, basically, in this series?
A lot. He's swinging the bat really well. Swinging the bat really well, and you'll take that every day that ends in Y. Brewers are going to need him down the stretch the last 2 months.
Ball not really carrying tonight, period.
Didn't really yesterday either. A couple of balls that he had. And here's Churio. Swing and a miss. Churio base hit his first time up. He has grounded out twice and struck out since. 0-1. Fly ball. Right center. Churio busts his bat on his way up the first baseline. Carrick makes the catch. Brewers get a run on the sac fly by Yelich.
Are you not entertained?
We are. It's 8-2 as we go to the ninth. McCullers going back out, and the Brewers.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the Tourist Park, and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
Guess who that is? Roger McDowell.
Check him out. He has his uniform on upside down with the shoes on the hand, and it looks like he's walking on his hands. Has his cap hanging down. That's supposed to be his head. Well, the Mets really trying to turn it around. They do, however, trail in this ball game 4-0. I love that.
Save big money at Menards.
American Family Insurance is always a great call. That's because their agents are always there to protect your dreams.
McCullers going back out for the top of the ninth inning, try and put the finishing touches on this game. He'll face Rumfield, Castro, and Sullivan. Brewers getting a run that last half inning without the benefit of a hit. Rumfield hits one down the right field line. Long run for Lara, and it's in the seats. Foul. 0-1 the count on T.J. Rumfield. For those of you that were listening earlier in the broadcast, the left blinker of Willie Castro is still on. He's in the on-deck area. His pocket is still out. The back of his pants. Here's the 0-1 to Rumfield. It missed outside with a changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So this is a preference, I think. We can safely say it's 2 straight games.
I'm guessing it's just that's where his batting gloves live. So he takes the batting gloves out and then just doesn't replace his divot. That's all. Which is also a faux pas.
I think he's trying to start a trend. I think it's intentional.
Colors missed inside with a cutter. Check the swing, didn't go. 3 balls, 1 strike. He's trying to make fetch happen again.
He's trying to make fetch happen. That's exactly right.
Time called by Rumfield.
And if Lance McCullers gets him out, you can put him in the burn book. Isn't that what that was in that movie?
I think that's right. 3-1 is a strike. 3-2. Yeah, Mean Girls.
Right. I don't know if I've ever seen it start to finish.
Really?
I don't think so. I mean, I've seen most of it, I think, just in passing here and there.
You should. It's worth your time. Very entertaining. 3-2. Rumfield fouls it away.
I feel like I want to get all 3 of my girls through high school before I watch it now.
Why?
It would scare me.
Just because? I mean, at this juncture, you still haven't seen The Sixth Sense.
No, I have not.
I know.
Have not remedied that.
Now, I will admit this. On the last road trip, as we were in Arizona, as the 3-2 pitch from Lance McCullers is on the way to TJ Rumfield. It's down and in for ball 4 with the sweeper. The leadoff walk to Rumfield starts the 9th inning. The Brewers leading 8-2. And because they're up by 6, I can tell this story and have a little fun. So on the TV side, I was working with Tim Dillard on the last road trip. We worked on the 4th of July. And I've mentioned this to him a few times. Because he is a staunch fan of the movie Independence Day.
Great movie.
Okay, here's the pitch, and it's a swing and a miss by left blinker, and it's 0-1. I told Tim that I had never seen Independence Day, which is true. I had never seen it all the way through. I'd seen parts of it, sure, but I'd never seen the movie full throttle. The pitch is fouled away by Castro. So on the flight to St. Louis from Arizona, I think that's when I watched it. I watched Independence Day.
Good for you.
Because I said, well, I'm going to watch it.
You kicked the tires and lit the fires.
I did it. So I watched it. I enjoyed it. It was a fine film.
One of the greatest speeches given by a president in our country.
This will be our Independence Day. Bill Pullman.
Fine president.
0-2. Swing and a miss. Castro's gone, and he can finally turn that blinker off. He's out of his lane change abilities. Strikeout brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Brett Sullivan is the hitter. So all I'm saying, Lane, is it's not too late to watch The Sixth Sense.
Well, Nate Bargatze ruined it for me because he gives it away in his stand-up act.
Ground ball to first. Bowers goes to second, throws it into left. Chance to end the game right there with a double play, but Bowers threw the ball away. First and second on an E3. Fielder's choice for Sullivan. Tyler Freeman's the hitter. Before the comedy routine of Nate Bargatze, you knew what was going on with Sixth Sense. I mean, you cannot put this on Nate. He's a great man and a great stand-up.
We met him about a year ago this time.
Yeah, right around this time. Very nice man. Great stand-up routine. But he did not ruin it for you.
His whole thing in that is that the statute of limitations has run out. So, like, I'm not going to worry about ruining the end of the movie for you.
It came out in 99,
man.
man.
Your chance to watch it is his point.
People born the year that came out are already through college. And then some. Pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1. Those kids are on their way to something new.
So that's, and Sixth Sense for me is one of those, Jeff, where like I haven't seen a second of it other than like the previews.
And you're just heels in the dirt.
No, I'll watch it someday.
Do it. Just do it.
Timing hasn't been right.
Oh, my God. This one popped up into shallow right. Terang is over and makes the catch. 2 away. Timing hasn't been right.
Just haven't felt like it yet. But in the next 20 years, at some point, I'm going to feel like it.
Sit Luke down and watch it with him.
That's maybe, yeah.
I mean, Haley Joel Osment was in Happy Gilmore 2. And he's an old man.
Yeah, that is quite a leap after that.
Yeah, come on. Ezekiel Tovar is the hitter. 2 outs, 2 men on. McCullers throws strike 1. 41st pitch for McCullers. And he's trying to finish out the last 2 innings. He still has not given up a hit. 8-2 Brewers. Tovar swings and misses. And it's 0-2. One strike away from making this series tied. The pitch missed high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. For McCullers, 1-2 pitch is low and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trevor McGill is playing catch in the Brewers bullpen just in case something goes haywire. The 2-2 missed outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 6-run lead for the Brewers. Guarantee you, Pat Murphy did not want to have Trevor McGill even playing catch out in that bullpen today. McCullers 3-2 pitch, runners go. It's outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. And this is about the time for McCullers that you could tell that he was starting to run out of gas, and Murph clapping his hands out at McCullers saying, all right, let's go. He threw 50 pitches over his 3 innings his last time out. He's at 46. He's thrown 24 strikes, 22 balls. Again, got ahead of Tovar, couldn't finish him off. And now he's hoping to get Jake McCarthy. Again, it's a 6-run lead for the Brewers. McCarthy is 0 for 4. He's riding a 10-game hitting streak. Has been on base in 18 straight games coming into today. As Chris Hook out for Potawatomi Sportsbook trip to the mound. McCullers, Contreras, all part of the powwow. Last mound visit for the Brewers. Brewers trying to stay 6 games ahead of the Cubs, who already won today 11-0 against the Pirates. McCarthy at the plate with the bases loaded for Colorado on the top of the 9th. And the pitch lined into shallow center, base hit. That will score 2. And it's now 8-4. Hitting streak continues. On base streak continues for McCarthy. Kyle Karros is the hitter, and now Pat Murphy's coming out. With a 4-run lead in the tying run in the on-deck circle, Pat Murphy is going to go to Trevor McGill to try and finish this game out. Pitching change for the Brewers, brought to you by IWL8, the Iron Workers Local 8. Looking for a change in your career? Sky's the limit with Iron Workers Local 8. Visit IWL8.org. That's IWL8.org. McCullers with an inning and 2/3. He allows just the 1 hit. We head to the top of the ninth inning still. 2 out.
It's up to Gabby, 0 for 2. Up there in a 2-out RBI spot right here.
And Moreno drills it deep to left center. Gabriel Moreno. That's gone. 427 feet. It left the bat at 108. The 7th for Gabby. And it's 4-2 Diamondbacks. That ball was absolutely crushed.
James McCann, the hitter, he has singled and walked. And McCann gets a hold of one. This one's on its way. And there's one more. 4 Diamondback home runs. And they lead it 7-2. 100 career home runs for the veteran James McCann.
One pitch, that ball is launched to left center field.
And here's Waldschmidt. Tawa on the move. Ryan Waldschmidt. There goes number 1 for Waldy. His first major league home run, and it's 9-2.
Get the feeling it's not going to be his last.
A game to win big this Brewer season. Quick Trip and Stork Candy, proud partners of the Brewers Radio Network.
Safe situation for Trevor McGill with the tying run in the on-deck circle. The Brewers with an 8-4 lead. McGill on for a Wisconsin Dental Association Dental Savings Club save opportunity. When the game's on the line, the Brewers rely on their elite bullpen. When your oral health is on the line, rely on a WDA member dentist. To find a WDA dentist near you, go to WDA.org. So Lance McCullers, a lot of pitch equity used. He's done after hitting in 2/3. And Trevor McGill trying to clean up this mess. He will face Kyle Karros with 2 on and 2 out in the ninth. 8-4 Brewers. Led 8-2 coming into this ninth inning. Now, Rockies had not had a hit since the 5th until that McCarthy base hit just moments ago. So Karros has singled, he's walked, lined out, grounded out. McGill facing Karros, and the pitch. Fly ball foul right side. 99-mile-an-hour fastball from McGill, working for the first time since the Mets series. Pitched on Wednesday, picked up his 16th save. Did allow a run. It's the first time he had allowed a run in 15 appearances. 0-1. Strike 2. McGill fires a baseball off to the side. Gets a new pill. 2 strikes on Karros. 2 men on. McGill kicks and deals. Flare to right, a base hit. 1 run scores. McCarthy puts on the brakes. A 2-strike base hit by Kyle Karros. And just like that, the tying run comes up for Colorado. A 3-run ninth inning for the Rockies. That pitch was up around the eyes of Kyle Karros. You cannot fault Trevor McGill right there. He made the pitch, executed the pitch he needed to. Karros just muscled it into shallow right. Wow. Didn't hit it hard. 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Karros just won the battle. That run charged to McCullers. First pitch to Carrig. Fastball, ball 1. This is the guy you got to get with Hunter Goodman on deck. Carrig, no slouch, though. He doubled back in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 3. 1-0 pitch is down low with a curveball. 2 balls and no strikes. Bullpen is moving for Colorado. Left-hander starting to play catch out there. That's Bernardino. He's the only lefty they've got. Eighth man to hit in the inning. It's 8-5. Carrick at the plate. McGill's pitch. Line foul, and Carrick had some ill intentions with that swing. Good speed at second base, and McCarthy, the 2-1 from McGill. Swing and a miss. Got a fastball by him at 99. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Cole Carrick. Fans on their feet, 34,000 plus. A strike away from winning this game against the Rockies. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out swinging with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and McGill turns out the lights on the Rockies. Wasn't easy, but the Brewers come away with an 8-5 victory, and they even up the series at a game apiece. Rubber match coming up tomorrow. We'll preview that and give you all the totals when we come back. An 8-5 win for the Brewers against Colorado on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
I'm Josh Minon, attorney at Cannon & Dunphy. Being a counselor at law means being a trusted advisor in our clients' time of need. Not only do we offer legal expertise, but also heartfelt support for those who've been wrongfully injured.
When you're injured, you want quick, specialized care, not a long ER wait. The orthopedic care specialists at Ortho ASAP treat fractures, sprains, strains, sports injuries, and more right away. With on-site x-rays and expert care, Ortho ASAP gets you back on track faster. Open 7 days a week with locations in Brookfield and Pewaukee, it's more affordable than the ER. Walk in, get treated, and get back to life. Ortho ASAP. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
This is Jim Cantor from Central Standard Distillery. Headed to the tailgate or hosting a...
It's been an amazing year so far. This is his 16th start. He is 10-1 with a 2.13 earned run average. And now making his first start after the All-Star break. Swing and a miss. He got him 96 miles per hour.
That high fastball, you see there's just the finish that thing has. It actually looks like it rises.
Swing and a miss. He got him. Second strikeout for Wheels. Yeah, there's one away.
Just a man that